was one of the baddest men.
Dude, they call me the kangaroo.
Yeah. Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better ask about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, host of the showman. Still silly sauce when the show in. Till then, it's half moon open. Sometimes go takes like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a molding. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded again. What is in store? Like under the seat of the driver's side floor, it's Gucci's galore. So many more from 6 in the Mars, never a more. Man, if I'm honest, the damage is done. Silly sauce on unlimited funds. Join us on Twitch for unlimited fun. J-Fig and Marcos, you with it or what?
Tobin, who Tobin is.
Thanks, Low Dog, and welcome on in, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Hello, Leroy. Tired?
Yes, sir.
I thought that was a pretty quick game. It ended at a pretty reasonable hour.
Yeah, but my game started at like 9 that morning, dude.
Hey, can I just say, delicious.
Hey,
That food is good.
Marcos.
Rib rolls. Woo!
Rib rolls.
You missed out, dude. You missed out. Let me
I
just
did.
say, you missed out.
I know I did.
Great mac and cheese, sliders. Oh,
Sliders!
sliders!
Wait. Not my doing, and I didn't have no damn sliders.
I did. Delicious.
Who did the sliders?
Big spoon.
Big spoon.
Delicious. This family, these hordes, they can cook.
Yeah, all of them.
It's like the Voltron of cooking for parties.
Uh,
So sad.
Come together as a team. It's delicious.
we had people all over the place. Dogs in the pool, people in the pool, people playing catch with Zeus. Little chilly.
Little brisk.
Had to get some blankets.
It was
But-
it was really, really good.
Good
And
game.
we got a good game. We got a
Yeah.
good
I will.
game.
You know what? I have absolutely no problem answering for my crime.
Answer for your
I
crimes,
will-
Leroy.
I-
It's gonna
I
be a
will-
blowout.
I will.
Answer.
And the reasons why I said it would be a blowout, never like you have the most sacks in the NFL in 30 years and you don't get one sack,
Right.
right? And it never fails. You give up a free 6 points. It's hard. It always come back to bite you in the butt, right?
That's that's the thing, man, is because like the big storyline after it is, oh, the refs, they blew this. I'm like, I got a hard time having sympathy for a team that basically gave up a fumble for a touchdown and basically gave up a punt
return
for a touchdown.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, I got a hard time feeling bad for you. I'm sorry.
two of the single-handed in any football game. Two of the single-handed worst mistakes that you could make from a team perspective. That is, give up a big return and give up a fumble for a touchdown.
Yep.
That is, and so and I tell you what, Jalen Hurts threw the ball better than Patrick Mahomes. I was shocked that they didn't run the ball as much as they did, but they had control of the clock.
It was ridiculous how much
It was
clock control they had.
ridiculous. Like
Patrick Mahomes barely touched the ball in the first half.
right. And what I would say
the
is
third
that
quarter was 2 drives.
all I can do is Valentine's Day is tomorrow.
Yep.
Get a couple of extra roses for Cincinnati. For Kansas City, because I talk about it all the time. They play close games against great teams, close games against teams they're better than.
Yep.
But they always win.
They win. And he's out there. Who knows what the hell is shot up into his ankle.
Oh
And
my
he's
goodness.
he's like Russian, going and making these big moves in the second half. Patrick Mahomes is that dude, man.
You want me to tell you what? Here's the thing with a high ankle sprain. The pain doesn't linger as long as the injury. Like, you feel great after a short period of time. But somebody could blow on it and that pain comes right back. And that's kind of what happened to Patrick Mahomes. And it's just a matter of just, working it out. But kudos to him. I can't believe he won MVP. I would have gave it to that linebacker.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, he didn't have 200 yards passing, dude.
Who cares though? Mahomes had the guts. Like that's what he's out there for.
Okay. Like I'm not saying he shouldn't have won it.
Dude.
I'm just saying that.
Come on.
Better than that linebacker?
Yeah, come on, dude. The guts. He's out there. Linebacker. Remember that linebacker one for the Seahawks? Yeah,
Yep.
I don't remember his name either.
Was it Bobby Wagner?
No, it wasn't.
It
Bobby
wasn't,
Wagner.
right?
We had I forgot his name, not Troy Brown, but remember when DB won it because the Steelers quarterback threw like 2 balls right to him and he won the MVP? We signed him in Minnesota. And we got a Super Bowl MVP, and Randy and them boys, he didn't make it through camp. I was like, whoa.
Anyway, some headlines here brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Yeah, so the football season's over, man. 38-35. Chiefs win Super Bowl 57. Patrick Mahomes, 21 of 27 for 182 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts, 27 of 38. Crazy numbers. Listen to this. 304 yards, 1 touchdown. Rushed for 70 yards and 3 touchdowns. That guy's good.
It's he almost had 400 yards of total offense. And the reason why they didn't win was because the strength of their team did nothing.
I know. It's crazy.
I mean, and
no
to be
stacks
honest
to either
with
one
you,
of them.
And to be honest with you, basically, you got to give Kansas City even more credit. When you took one of the most dominant defensive teams you played all year and basically made them docile.
Yeah, shut them out.
So
shut them out.
It was a good game. It was a good game.
All those 85 Bears comparisons can cease now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
it was a great game. It was like it was a great game back and forth. And with Kansas City, they got the lead, and then Eagles tie it up. And then you had the old grabby grab, and then that was that basically shut that bleep down.
Well, even before that, the punt return.
Yeah.
The punt return.
Don't do that.
You can't, part of the reason why Patrick Mahomes only had 182 yards because you gave him the ball on the damn 5. Okay, so that's a pass for 5 yards. And they ran the same play over and over again. We call it arrow route. You go in, go back out. They couldn't.
Dalvin Kane says Greg Olsen with the let them play. Yeah, Greg Olsen was mad at that call with
because it just I think at some point in time we have to come to the realization that play, if nobody was touched where that ball was thrown, was not going to affect the game. But we're asking officials to do that when they barely can do the job they're supposed to do.
But the thing is, the guy admitted it after the game. Bradbury, he comes out and he says that he held him after the game.
Right.
Of
course.
I mean, I've always had a thing with pass interference. First of all, in the NFL, I feel like it's ridiculous. It's a spot foul. And then maybe the hold is like, do they really got to get an automatic first down? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I think that for a while that's been because there's so many passing and it feels so impossible for these defenses already. Maybe they just gotta, they gotta lessen the penalty on it. But it wasn't like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, he did the grabby grab. Admitted it.
I just think it. If he could catch the ball and you hindered him from catching the ball, but I don't think you should be rewarded to just chuck it up. Right? Like with the ball with not even within 15 yards of the receiver. Because there is nothing that you could show on any tape that would say, if not held, he could have got to that ball. That's where, but again, I'm asking an official who I already have questions about the job that they do just in general.
Never better, according to Roger Goodell.
I'm asking him to now come to that conclusion. So, like, I'm being a bit too needy there, but I hate to see the game end like that.
I do too. I mean,
But
nobody wants to feel like all doubt because, you know, if they end up kicking the field goal anyway, you know,
right,
they still got to go down the field and tie. But it's like, there was like probably be a minute 30 left by that time,
right,
something like that. Like it's more possible than 4
right.
seconds.
And I just think that's not where we tend to put it on 1 or 2 plays, but those weren't the 1 or 2 plays that cost them the game.
Oof.
The 1 or 2 plays was the fumble for a touchdown,
Oof.
and the punt return.
Oof.
Punt return was crazy.
Right, yeah, like he was all the way on the other side of the field.
Longest in Super Bowl history. Nearly had a touchdown, which has never happened.
Yep.
Pretty wild.
I didn't hear nobody
though.
say if that was Deion Sanders, that would have been a touchdown.
Well,
yeah.
they should have said if it was Tyreek Hill, you know, but Tyreek Hill in stride though. He was happy for everybody. Everybody's like, oh, everybody's dunking on Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill's on Twitter today. Goes, Mahomes and Travis Kelce, best duo of all time. Like he's happy for his friend.
Like he's never the funny thing about Tyreek is, regardless of what anybody said for him leaving Kansas City, he's never said one negative thing about anybody in that organization. Not
All the
even
guys
insinuated, suggested, nothing. So I don't know why everybody's going at him. He's never said anything bad, even when he was playing during the season. He was like,
he's having a good time. He's sitting here. He's making fun of Teron Armstead in his skinny jeans.
Oh,
he's not bothered.
Hey, now that's funny. That's funny. Along with Armstead saying, they ain't that far off.
We'll take a quick break. Get you caught up with some more stuff from the Super Bowl. The Heat, they're back in action tonight. And lots to get to as Tobin and Leroy rolls on after this.
DJ, won't you turn the music up? On the on the dance floor, wanting some more. Mr. DJ, won't you turn the music up? Mr. DJ,
All right, welcome back, everybody.
Mr. DJ, won't you turn the music up?
So, bitch better have my money with the upset, huh? Wow. Really? 15-1.
Yeah. You know, there was another upset too, the purple Gatorade.
Yep.
Yeah.
Called it.
And I didn't even see it, though. I had to see it like in a picture after. I didn't see it as it happened.
You know what's
It's already
crazy? I enjoyed that halftime show. I don't know what people talking about. I know we couldn't get the full Rihanna because she had the little baby bump.
Yep, she's pregnant.
But let me ask you, to be 50 feet in the air, dancing on anything while pregnant and not looking like you 50 feet in the air is something pretty incredible.
I thought it was a great show. I watched it. I mean, my wife and I left Leroy's house at halftime because we had to get the kiddies, but I went back and watched it because I was DVRing it at home. And she was great. I thought she was awesome. I don't know what anybody could be complaining about. Why? Because people are like, oh, she's lip sync. I'm like, yeah, it's the Super Bowl, dummies.
And she's 50 feet in the air and dropping it like it's hot. What do you think you're going to get
and she's dancing with a bunch of dudes in flying squirrel parachute.
But some of them were girls, though.
They were?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell. They all look like flying squirrels to me.
Flying squirrels.
Yeah, dude. They're like, whoosh. Could have jumped out of a plane and been safe.
But yeah, so like I mean,
listen, nobody had the effect that Chris Stapleton did. I mean, he's making the coach weep.
oh,
Man. Dude, was he under or over? Did we find out?
He was
under because
under.
because
we had Robbie there.
Wait, we had our degenerate on
Nice.
in-house who started timing it because
Perfect.
he bet the under.
He was like,
Same.
it can't be done. He's like explained to everybody there. It can't be done under this time. It's impossible. And even Chris Stapleton, who was out there, and he was taking some liberties. He was making it go longer.
Yeah.
But you can't do it. Apparently, it's impossible. But he's making when they go to Nick Sirianni.
Oh,
And
God.
he was, whoo, that dude had the waterworks going.
Yes,
I was
sir.
like, is he okay? He was overcome with emotion. I know, listen, I like some Chris Stapleton too, but my God, waterworks, Leroy. Pour it out.
Yeah,
I haven't seen anybody cry like that since No Sean Moreno.
it was worse. He looked like an infant who didn't get a piece of candy.
Yeah, not as graceful. No Sean Moreno. You know, he had the infamous teardrop. This guy, very sad.
It was, and look, I don't really like that Nick Sirianni. I got to be honest with you. Bit of a show pony. Like everything is a reaction. Everything's like, he's one away from like hip thrusts. While
you know what? I think the most important thing with the relationship with the quarterback is that the two are opposite, right? Like if you look at Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, they're kind of opposites. Andy Reid is very, calm and poised, and Patrick Mahomes will, he's out there. And it's the opposite for the other side. Whereas, Jalen Hurts is about as cool as cucumber, right? And Nick Sirianni is like a high school bench player, right? Cheerleading, celebrating, fist pumping, first downs.
I just don't like him. I don't like him.
I mean, dude is really good at what he does. Whether
He's
you
be good at what he does, I just don't like him. I'm sorry. I'm glad he lost.
But
Get your emotions under control.
yeah. And then is why do we do the baby face before the national anthem?
Oh, dude, they were doubling it down with all the patriotic pride. It was crazy.
Yep.
Got America the Beautiful. Then they got what the hell were they doing? They were doing something with Pat Tillman's scholarship that was going on. They had a whole montage. They had like 9 captains out there. They had the anthem, Sirianni's tears. Yeah, they were going all in with the patriotism.
Yeah.
It was
but good
Babyface
game.
he had like the super custom guitar too.
Oh yeah.
Had it going on. Guy says, please. Her dancers were the show, but not her. Didn't even try to lip sync.
Really?
Guy's mad. He didn't think he's
Re-
taking shots at
can-
bad girl
can I
Riri.
Can I ask a question? Oh, are we watching these shows and watching everything going on, and we are shocked that they're not singing live? I would like you guys to do this. All you people talk about lip syncing, right? Go outside, grab a pen or something, and run to the end of your driveway while singing your favorite song. Just so you could get an idea of how hard it is to run around and sing, idiots. What do you think is like? Like, come on. Stop it. Like, of course they're lip syncing. They're performers, right? If she was singing, they would just put a band up there and a stage and let her sing. But with all the stuff 50 feet in the air and little sperms dancing around, right? It might be some lip singing going on. Holy smokes, you ingrates. Like, it was a good performance. You
She
were
with A$AP Rocky?
entertained.
Yep.
You think he's okay with her being up that high when she's pregnant?
That's what I was thinking, man. That's
I feel like I'd be
dangerous,
very
man.
nervous.
Yeah, I went to the Grand
I was
Canyon
nervous.
and- No, exactly. Like I'm looking with my pregnant fiance. I was like, two things. One of them got me in trouble. The other one was like, points. One of them was like, hey, I'd never let you do that. That's too dangerous. The other one was, oh, well, if Rihanna can do a halftime show, then maybe you can walk the dog. But that one didn't
I
end
mean,
well.
that definitely got you minus one for sass.
For sure. That one did not end
Hey.
well.
-1
Oh,
for sass.
I'm glad we brought up -1. This Leroy Horde.
What?
This Leroy Horde.
Whoa.
He would have gotten a -1 if we were
Yeah.
doing the show yesterday. This guy had the analogy of all analogies yesterday that he's never used on this show that I'm aware of in the time we've done it.
All right.
And like he's breaking down football. We're sitting right next to each other. He's giving, ooh, look at the Chiefs over there. He's look at him. Spy over there. He's got him. I'm like, oh. I'm like, I'm pretending like I know what he's saying. But he's like, offense is a lot like a push-up bra.
I'm sorry.
What's
I
going
dead in my
on
tracks.
here? I go, excuse me? What the hell does that mean?
Yeah, okay. What was the explanation after that?
Do tell.
Yeah, please.
So
-1.
oh, come on. So here's why. Because you see a girl in the push-up bra and you go, nice, right? But that's not what's really going on. In offense, you got a lot of guys going in motion. You got shift changes. One time the Chiefs did ring around the Rosie, right? All kinds of stuff. Just get you to pay attention to the push-up bra. But you ain't looking to what is actually there because you can't tell. So they run this fast motion this way, fast motion that way. All of a sudden to get you to look, and then they just run a standard play the other way, right? That's what I was saying.
All right. Analysis. I appreciate it. How did everyone else take that by any chance?
I
Was
mean,
anyone else
no.
confused?
Hey,
He
I
was
don't-
explaining to
I
me.
don't-
I
hey,
told
I
him
don't-
I told him
hey,
at the
hey.
house, and I said, I was right next to Mrs. Tobin. I'm like, if I ever said anything like that on the show, I would get -1.
Yeah.
To which he responded, do you remember what you said?
Hot takes at my house cannot be given -1s.
He gave himself immunity.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, it's
No
not-
-1 here.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude. Well, I mean, look, when you cook, you have the ground rules and you're hosting the party. I guess you just start throwing
Yeah.
rules out, I guess.
Dude, I was cooking up some stuff yesterday.
Big Papa's saying you're saying Andy Reid was a catfish.
But yeah, man, because you see it, like, especially Kansas City, they do this fast motion, right? The defense just starts hyperventilating, running and gyrating all over the place, and they just run a simple pass to the flat.
You laughing at defenses being stupid is one of my favorite things watching a football game with you.
Because look, they fall for it all the time. And see, here's the thing. Offenses learn offense based on rules and where you're lined up or end up on each play, right? Defense tries to memorize plays. He lines up here, he's going to run this. He does this, he runs that. When they run this motion, this one. And they watch all these different plays to try and prepare for what they've seen. And as an offense, we're looking at offense like, okay, you two guys switch, do the same play. And they think it's a different play. But to us, it's not. And so you just keep playing, this game back and forth to where you might flash, or you might do this, or you might do something that leads that defense to believe this is the same play that you saw us do on film. And these guys that study a whole bunch of film, they study plays. They don't study like the rules or whatever. Now, certain times, defenses, and this is what Kansas City was doing. Kansas City was lining up in defensive formations to kind of curtail that RPO, because they always had a guy just lingering outside, or they always had somebody creep up into the box outside to kind of take you out of that RPO situation. So but they're not trying to fool you. They just lining up there, or guys coming up there. Whereas offense, it's all about shifts, motion, or whatever. And the defenses start hyperventilating. When dude went the motion when they scored one touchdown, he did that fast, quick motion inside, and the whole defense dropped 15 yards off the ball, and then he just caught a touchdown in the flat. Nobody was around him. And I'm like, you gotta know at some point that they're gonna do some version of that play the whole game. And what did Greg Olsen keep saying? They haven't defended this play yet. And
Nope.
They hadn't. Same play. Different guys running it. And they get confused because of different guys running the same play.
Give me games like that all the time. It was a great game. I love scoring. I love it. It had a little bit of everything. You had defensive score, you had special teams. It was a great game.
They said that was the most points ever scored by a losing team.
Damn, is that true?
Yeah.
I would be sick if I was an Eagles fan today, because if you're an Eagles fan, and you're talking about the referee, I mean, maybe that helps you soothe, but you have to feel like you blew that game, because you blew that game.
Right. You gave them a touchdown when you were dominating them. Yep. And you gave up a punt return, not just a punt return, the longest one in Super Bowl history. When we start saying stuff like that, this hasn't been done in the history of the Super Bowl. You're probably going to be on the short end of the stick when the game ends.
I'm sure Philadelphia is being reasonable today on sports radio.
No chance. No chance. But again, like, when you go into any football game, there's two things the coach says every week. You can pretty much guarantee it. And that is protect the ball on offense and no big plays on special teams. They will say that every week. It is a standard statement from every NFL coach, either to his team or to the media. We got to protect the ball and we got to be solid on special teams. They will say it because there is nothing that changes the field like a turnover or a big play on special teams. Block punt, block field goal, punt return, kickoff return. That's it. It could change the game instantly. And they gave up both of them.
All right, we'll take a quick break. Switch on things over to the Heat. Big matchup tonight. The Denver Nuggets are in town. I'll be boots on the ground for that one. But the Heat getting a couple wins over the weekend. We'll get into that coming up. 15 minutes of Heat are next.
So what'd you think? Broward Health, celebrating 85 years of service to our community. Then, now, forever. Broward Health.
All right, 15 minutes of heat here for you on 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 o'clock here today. Miami Heat, they win both games this weekend, Leroy.
Woo!
They beat the Rockets. They beat the Magic. They were close.
Little
but,
close for comfort.
But season best 7 games over 500, my friend. Going into tonight against the Nuggets.
The win on Friday. What a play.
Oh, my God. What a play.
Oh, my goodness.
If you guys didn't see it, if you guys missed it over the weekend, Heat going down to the wire. Here's the thing with Jimmy Butler when he takes on trash teams. You ever hear him flipping the switch? This is what he does. When he chooses to play well, he plays well. Against these Rockets or these Magic, they're like little playthings to him. And so Jimmy Butler sleepwalking through the Rockets game. He then scores 10 of the Heat's last 13 points and gets the win.
Yep.
Just decides not losing. And by the way, to end it, I'm going to slam it home with a alley-oop from Gabe Vincent. Can you give me the call from Jason Jackson this weekend, Marcos? This was the call on 560, this on Friday night.
Well, look at this. You got Gabe inbounding over 6'11". Jabari Smith.
Gabe cleaning up the space, asking people sitting court that, hey, pull your feet back. I need some room.
Yeah.
You see this wingspan I got to deal with. Gabe slaps it at the rim to Jimmy. Yeah, it's over. But Gabe is still, what? Are you kidding me? There's still 0.3 remaining. No timeout. The inbound ball game. Heat win 97-95. This one belongs to the Heat. Namdi to Jimmy. Night.
There you go. Jason Jackson, Amy Audibert with the call on Friday night.
It was like,
On the money.
You ready for this one?
Yep.
On an inbound pass, there can be no penalty for a ball over the cylinder.
Oh, really?
So he could shoot it, and it looked like it's going in, then Jimmy could grab it and dunk it. I'm almost positive that there's no because I think who did it? Was it Utah did it with Jay Crowder and was it Jay Crowder and
Phoenix with DeAndre Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton, right.
That
But
was good.
it like, wow, it kind of, because normally you looking around, okay, the 3-point shooter, he comes, oh, here it comes, double screen, and then Jimmy just slips, and you're like, whoa.
Yep. And apparently, I know, I saw that their head coach was like, I told them not to do that, and they didn't listen, which it's got to be basically the motto of the Rockets coach his entire time being the Rockets
Right.
coach.
Well, because they were all like, what, 23?
I said don't do that. That's why you're 30 games under 500.
And then Saturday, I turned the game off. I thought it was over.
You were
thought they
disgusted?
lost.
Well, so did Jalen Suggs, and he made the big mistake of going up 10 and then giving the "it's over," which the Magic should never do. Like as you should have learned that from Trae Young a couple of years ago, but just as a rule, the Magic should never have a guy saying "it's over" with the emphatic. It looked like did he mind putting a sword in his sheath?
I don't know.
What does that even?
I don't know.
What does that even?
Did he slay the dragon because the Heat had their 20th turnover of the game, and then the Heat once again come back. They got kind of screwed at the end of regulation because there was a foul. The Heat should have had like 3 seconds left, and for whatever reason, the refs brought it down to a half, and then they fixed it to 1.5. So Jimmy, the only shot he could get was a fall away, terrible jumper. And then Jimmy was after the game. He goes, we should have had 2.5. It's kind of garbage. I would have gotten to the cup. But anyway, he got that work done in overtime. And him, Tyler Johnson, Gabe Vincent, all big in the fourth quarter and overtime. Do you have Jimmy buckets from Saturday night? This was his clutch basket.
2 minutes remaining. Heat up 104-101. Sidestep, fires along 2. Ouch! Jimmy! Don't hurt him! He's got 22. Matching Tyler's. A right baseline bit of pain for the Magic.
Jax with the call from the Amway Center.
Good to see Tyler getting some, what seems to be a little bit of life.
Little life. Yep. Got to that sweet baby float. Yeah, a little TTL.
And then Strus hit some threes.
Strus, Gabe Vincent making nobody worried about the point guard situation right now, as he was tremendous. But have you guys heard like Eric Spoelstra after these games? Like Eric Spoelstra, it's almost like he's convincing himself. Like he is coming at me like he's almost like an infomercial host where he's like, have you guys seen Heat basketball? We toy around with the bad teams up until the last second, and then it's thrilling. Where he's got to be going crazy with Chris Quinn on the bench, where he's just like, I can't believe we're in a
what are we
dogfight with
doing?
these
Like
bums.
he probably looks at Chris Quinn and goes, "What are we doing?
Why are we in the fight of our lives against the Rockets?" And then he comes to the podium after the games. He goes, Heat basketball, huh? Money's worth.
And the other thing is that he has to look down the bench and say, really? We all gonna foul out? Just all of us. I got 3 fouls and I'm not even playing.
It's become my favorite thing now, where Eric Spoelstra is like, but wait, there's more. If you thought it was thrilling against the Rockets, wait till we do it against the Magic. So he's just like, because he tried this a few weeks ago where he just goes, he does these mind tricks because he's cerebral. He's one of the best coaches of all time. And so instead of us being frustrated by these close games, he goes, Heat Nation, I want you guys to embrace this. We're like, what? That's right. This is fun. You're enjoying it, aren't you? I know I am. And I'm like,
no, you're not.
Huh?
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're mad the whole game.
He is
literally mad the whole game. He's like looking down at it. This
he's
is what
Jedi mind, dude. He's Jedi mind tricked all of us because now he's just like, huh? Who's not having fun? He starts his press conference. He slaps the table and he goes, "Told you, another one." Because the Heat's clutch games it's an insane rate. How many games are decided by less than 5
They've
points?
had what 30 games that have ended 5 points or less.
It's ridiculous. And it's just a coin toss because if one dude on the Magic hits a 3 wide open, over. But they come out on top. And they're the best.
Worst, but as you're watching this and you're thinking, because it's the same feeling I had about Kansas City. You play all these close games, not because, you're just that good and you can squeak by, but because you're not as good as, and these other teams are keeping it close. And the Heat are kind of doing the same thing, but is it sustainable? Can the Heat play a whole season?
They basically
every
have.
game. Yeah, but I mean, all right, but
it's a real test tonight. I mean, they got the Nuggets in town, one of the best teams in basketball, and the Nuggets have owned them. I mean, like since Jimmy's gotten here, I think they've won 5 straight. I think it's 6 out of 7 that since Jimmy has been on the Heat.
Right.
But yeah, you win tonight. Like that's a nice win. You're getting yourself. If they won tonight and they're 8 over, which is the best record, they've already at the best record they've had. But if they continue to pile on that, after everything they've dealt with, after they have no backup guards on the team right now,
right?
They don't really have a backup center. By the way, Dwayne Dedman, congratulations on signing with the 76ers.
What?
Enjoy that. Woo!
He signed with the 76ers?
Sure did.
Not a good day for Philly.
Not a good day for Philly. If you thought the Super Bowl was bad,
it's okay. Poor Trevor from the 203 somewhere.
I got a Twitch says Tobin has a little Spo in him, or Spo has a little Tobin in him. I mean, you don't have to put it like that. I mean, he's just trying to do his tricks.
I mean,
Dade
he
South just didn't
can't he can't come up there and notice. He can't come and be frustrated too much in person, like in public.
Do you have
You
him
know, he
from?
could be irritated in the locker room.
And I get Spo from the Rockets game. I just want the opening of Eric Spoelstra's press conference, if you could.
If I was paying for tickets, I would pay for Miami Heat front row. How much ever those go for. You're going to get a close game. You're going to get an electric ending. It's going to be a clutch game, and you're just going to get must-see TV down the stretch. It wasn't what I would have designed or hoped for at the beginning of the night, but you got to play it through. And I didn't think we walked through the game. There were maybe some segments at the end of the first quarter and into the second quarter we were not totally sharp. But in the second half, I thought we competed hard. I thought we did some good things offensively. We missed a lot of shots. And they played well. They're an aggressive attacking team, so you do have to give them credit. And when we were down 5, we had to make some plays. We had to put together, consecutive stops, and then you also have to score, going down the stretch. Jimmy came alive, in that last segment. And then, Tyler hit that big one. But Tyler was playing well throughout the course of the game offensively. And
that's good, Marcos. But just the beginning where he's just like, if I was buying tickets, I'll tell you what I'd get.
He's really trying to sell
He's just selling us, dude. He's just like, hey, you guys think this is a bad thing, clutch games against the Rockets. But really, have you ever needed a knife to cut through your shoe? He's just like, next thing he's going to be, you got Spo up there selling me the slap chop. Can you give me him after
Flex Seal?
Yeah. Have you guys ever wanted to just line your entire boat with sealing?
I always thought that was strange. Like,
Dolphin Kane says, get Spo some ticket sales commission.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing here? Spo said it was going to be a thriller. Doesn't matter who it's against. Who knows?
He's not lying.
You never know what the move is going to be. Let me get him after the Magic game.
Yeah, you just have to travel and follow the Miami Heat. Home or away, it's must-see. And it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a possession game. There's going to be some crazy things that happen in the last 3 minutes. And we showed a lot of grit in 48 hours. Both games down. Last night down 5, tonight we're down 10. It just felt like the entire second half we just never could get our footing, but we stayed with it and showed that necessary grit, that you like to see out of a team.
He's really, really trying to sell this, dude.
But it almost sounds like
a circus.
He's trying to get in the top 10 of the rankings.
Yeah, right. Oh, you guys got it. Yeah, it's like Heat Magic. You had to be there.
Right.
It's like asking you to travel.
It's like he's trying to get them picked for March Madness. That's what it sounds like.
Campaigning. I like it.
JB's like he's just trying to convince himself. Verbal judo.
That too. I mean, because Spo gets so just irritated. Like sometimes they'll throw the ball all the way down the court. Like when Tyler had when they threw the ball back court and Tyler was kind of chasing it and then he grabbed it and Spo, you just look at Spo on the sidelines. He's like,
he's so mad. And then it just goes with it's like the difference between him being happy and him being sad is just the Magic blowing a wide open 3. And I was like, greatest show on earth.
Yeah,
Eat basketball, baby.
Oh man,
just nothing but squeakers.
Nothing but squeakers. Like it's like and like sometimes, I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes I want to get ready for bed at 9:30.
You just want an easy one.
Yeah, like can we get one to where the Heat make 15 threes early and everything's working and I can just go head on but then when they do that, then it's third quarter. Like it's just
amazing.
so oh my goodness. And let me ask you a question. Lowry comes back. You got to stick with Namdi, right?
Dude, gotta stick with Namdi.
Gotta
Lowry.
You got to. I think I like his energy. His energy does a lot for what the Heat do on both sides of the ball more than anything. But yeah. Ooh.
We'll take a quick break. You guys can text at 305-567-0560. Streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. The channel is Miami 560 WQAM. Hour 2 up next.
Tua, Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Chris Sims can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
To the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Taking you up until 2 o'clock. Leroy Horde hosted a mean Super Bowl party last night. Great time was had by all.
Tired.
Sorry, man.
Keep in mind, when everybody leaves, then I got to put the TV back inside.
Yeah, that's true. That's
hook
true.
up all the stuff, pack all the food.
Yep.
Make sure everything in the pool is kosher. People be leaving stuff in the pool. The dogs, they like Zeus will play with anybody, anywhere, and then we watching the game, we not paying attention, but they launching toys in the pool, and Zeus is like, all right.
Game time.
Yep. And he
Zeus,
diving
as
in
soon as
the
I
pool.
Zeus, as soon as I walked in, was trying to get me to throw him a Frisbee. I'm like, hey, man.
As soon as somebody come in, he will run through the house feverishly, find something, and then walk up and sit in front of you. And then if he thinks that you're going to take it and put it away, he'll hold it. Like you'll go to pull it from him, he'll hold it, and he'll look up. We playing catch, right? You ain't
Guy
throwing
says,
this away.
how are the rib rolls? To put it in a word, sir, outstanding. They were
Yeah,
great.
I never did. Now, I needed some assistance because let me tell you why. I got the ribs all tender. Took like 4.5 hours, 5 hours to cook them. Got them all tender. Took the bones. Our bones just came out. Chopped them up. Got the little the wraps, the egg roll wraps. Put a little cheese, a little barbecue sauce, and then put the rib. And then I realized I can't roll these things worth a damn. The first one I rolled was a square. I'm like, how do we even do this? I started off rolling it like in a triangle, corner to corner. How I end up with a square? And then Big Spoon took over the rolling duties, and then I fried them. And yeah.
I think it's funny, man. Like the national conversation, like we're always looking for the controversy on something. And it was such a great game yesterday. And they're doing like the close-up zoom in on Get Up today with the hold and the grab.
Yeah.
When the guy admits to doing it, isn't the debate over?
Right.
Like, isn't that stupid? Are we just debating at that point? Are we just debating because of the moment it happened? Like, that's what Greg Olson was so furious about.
Right.
Because it happened at that key moment. And I get it. Like, you don't want things that, you don't want things being decided on a call, but
here's the other thing.
It's not like James Bradbury's out here and saying, like, I didn't hold him. Like, he held him. He said he did.
One of the points that was made is that you on a single receiver side in the open when only one guy and his responsibility is to look at you two. Whereas sometimes these plays happen and there's action all over the place. But he's only looking at you two. So I hate for the game to end that way. And if you're a Philly fan, you can complain about that call and whether it should be called or not. But then I bring to you the punt return and the fumble 6.
Yeah.
That you gave up.
Dude, with time of possession, how they were dominating, if they don't
That's
have...
the only way they can win. The only way Kansas City win if you give up 2 big plays like that. If you just let them play regular Kansas City football and methodically move the ball down the field, right? You have a chance to win.
You kept them off the field. You kept Patrick Mahomes off the field in the first half for a half hour.
Right.
And then when he did get back on the field, it looked like his leg got shot off.
Right.
The third quarter was 2 damn drives. I was driving back. By the way, I must say, So I'm driving. We leave at halftime. And then halftime took getting my kids in Deerfield and then going home to Lake Worth. I missed none of the fourth quarter. Like, it was incredible.
Right.
I missed 2 drives. And by the way, this Kevin Harlan should be on television. I gotta say, Kevin
The
Harlan,
radio call, right?
he's so much better than
Wow.
whatever they got going on over there.
What the hell was that?
Kevin Harlan is so underrated.
Yep.
The fact that he's not the number 1 on everything is like he's always
For
the number
sure.
2.
Do you know who he
Right.
was with? I don't know.
He
who
was with Kurt Warner.
That was such a better call. Than,
So, dude,
wow, that was amazing.
they keep Kevin Harlan. They always like hide him. He's like a hipster band.
yeah,
He's so much better than anybody else doing this.
so true.
Like,
So true.
he was like when Patrick Mahomes had that run, he was I mean, you would have thought like the streaker was back on the field. That's how much fun Kevin Harlan was having. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guy says on the text line, you guys catch us at 305-567-0560. Good week so far. Tobin isn't mother bleeping everyone.
Yeah, solid.
Wow.
It's, two thrilling victories,
Give me
according
some
to Slam.
time. Give me some time, sir.
But no, it was he is better. He is like certain people just have a way of delivering information or things that are going on, and it's very pleasant, right? And that's
It's a
what
fun
he is.
time.
He's a
He just
fun
sounds
time.
like it's a fun hang with a pinch of professionalism. I just love him.
Right.
He's the best. He is the best. Some headlines here brought to you by New Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. I don't know if people like understand me or whatnot. Because I made a prediction of the game, right? And after, Leroy, I thought you said it was gonna. I said, yeah, dude, I admit you don't have to tell me. I was wrong. Keep it moving. Like, I'm not fighting.
If it was old Tobes getting it wrong, you would have
No,
a trial.
but here's
for it.
why. Here's the difference. Wait.
You wrote off the Chiefs.
I
wrote
did.
them off, dude.
Here's what's the difference between me and you. There is no excuse. There's no but whatever. First thing out of my mouth was, I was wrong. When I replied to tweets, hey, I was wrong about that. Right? You try to be less wrong. And that's where your explanation of why things are come in. Because you can never just say, oh, I was off on that one. You've never said that.
That's not true. I've admitted
You
wrong.
are. See, even in your attempts to come up with some factual evidence about yourself, you lie. Dude, you fight. Anytime you're wrong, you fight it and make it less wrong.
Oh, dude, they call me say it like it is Tobes. You know, I that's just how it is.
Yeah, who called you that?
Oh, everybody, people do. People call me that.
No,
They
people.
do. My heart was in the right place. It was.
There it is. There it is. That's just one. Oh my goodness.
Can you give us a weather update from the Demesman and Dover Law Firm? Your accidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
I was out doing some additional cleaning, you know, because usually when you watch a game in the dark, when you come back that next day, there's going to be items that you can't quite identify. And I have to be careful because my dogs also enjoy a good party, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had one dog, his head was in the cooler eating ice. And another one was just in and out of furniture looking for little tasty bites.
Looking for snacks.
Yo, yeah. So, but the weather, cool. Can't be no more than 70 degrees right now. Winds blowing 10 to 15 miles an hour, a little brisk, and it's a sunny day. So this is why you live in Florida.
Dade's house says Chris Stapleton has a song called I Was Wrong. He seems like he's got a lot of regret in his songs. That's Chris Stapleton. How does it go? And I tell you, baby, I was wrong. It's all his songs. And then there's
We got
Whiskey.
the little.
Wow. I mean, just have the superpower to make Sirianni weep like a baby.
I mean, come on. What are we doing?
Coach, get it together, man.
But
Wait a
good,
minute.
like it was probably. Would you say the most entertaining game since? I mean, it's been a while, right? I mean, the Seattle game was pretty exciting. The two Giants wins were exciting.
I don't know, man.
But
Super Bowls have been good lately. That used to be a thing.
right,
We've had some good bowls lately.
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
They-
yeah,
you had the two best teams. Like, they put up the stats of like how close these teams are.
yeah.
I like that. Last year, 3 points. Rams versus Bengals was good. The year before that, when Mahomes was hurt and he had no linemen with Tampa, that was a stinker.
Oh, he was running for his life.
Yep. But yeah, they've been decent. At least the last couple of years.
Right.
Did have that 13-3. That 13-3. Who could forget with the Patriots over the Rams?
Goodness,
Yeah.
that was torture. Man.
We'll take a quick
That
break.
game was so bad, I forgot who the halftime show was. Was that when the weekend?
Who was the halftime show? Let me see. Halftime show was Maroon 5.
Oh, that's when they went. So we had to watch
Had to watch him
naked
shirtless. Yeah.
160-pound guy.
People getting mad at Riri's outfit. Get out of here.
What was wrong with her outfit?
People just complain, dude.
What do you complain? Like it's amazing. Like, why don't you go into these halftime shows with a clear mind? Maybe you hear something you ain't heard from an artist or an artist that you all of a sudden say, you know what? I like that. You know what? Instead of, oh, they're lip syncing. Oh,
Guy
they're
says,
look
you
at what
can't
she's
be
doing.
You can't be serious with Rihanna, one of the worst and lowest energy halftime shows in recent history. Thought her trashy lyrics and her bit where she grabbed her crotch and smelled it was classless.
Sorry, what happened?
That guy's an FCC reporter, isn't he? That's like the person who called for Shakira and J-Lo back in the day.
Oh,
Well, you know what he's never been? Pregnant. So, like, man, come on. Listen, nobody could tell me that regardless of what you thought of the actual halftime show, that every song that she went into, you wasn't bobbing your head.
I had a great time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, is that the point is to be entertained. Now, for some of these people who may not be too familiar with Rihanna's music or not even like that genre of music, then they're going to nitpick about, oh, look at the dancers. Oh, look at the way she was dressed. Oh, she grabbed her. Really? That's what you concentrating on? That's what you concentrating on? Now, if you have one complaint about Rihanna is this. Very rarely does somebody do a halftime show without a collaboration, right? But I could hear how this conversation went. Hey, Jay-Z, what's up, Riri? What's happening? I heard you doing the halftime show. Yeah, we want you to, you want to do a collab? Oh, no problem. How we doing this? Well, we gonna stand on a piece of board and they gonna lift us up 50 feet in the air. Click. Because first of all, I gotta think, like, if you have a collaboration, that person got to be cool with floating around the stadium too.
Yep.
And I gotta tell you,
He's like, I'm just gonna stay down here with the flying squirrels.
but yeah, man, like that was like they were up there. Like they wasn't just a couple of feet off the ground.
Schmeathan says Rihanna fat catted away through that performance.
I
mean, come on, man.
Like, were people not entertained by the show?
Real SDI. We don't have to pretend every halftime show is good when it wasn't. Admit her show was terrible. I had a great time. I mean, I watched it. Maybe I don't know. I mean, I watched it on playback, so maybe that's a difference. I don't know. Maybe you guys were feeling differently live.
Even watching it live, you're going through all the songs, and you're like, wow, she got a bunch of hits, right?
I don't even feel like she hit all of them.
She didn't hit all of them. She would have really got me, because if she would have went with the Black Panther theme song.
I think I was just when she came out with "Bitch Better Have My Money," I was like, "Whoa, upset!" We'll take a quick break. Back after this.
So what'd you think?
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. This is Chris Stapleton. This is I was wrong.
This is Chris Stapleton. I was wrong.
I was alerted to this from Dade South. He has a song called I Was Wrong. Or as they've delightfully put it, if Tobin sang this song, Dade South says, I was wrong, but my heart was in the right place. Which I actually feel like it could be a country song. My heart was in the right place. I was wrong, but my heart was in the right place. My heart was in the right place.
Yeah, okay.
This guy's got a voice, man.
Yeah, man. He did great on the anthem.
He did.
Great. Didn't do too much where you're like, whoa, what was that?
I mean, he did bring the coach to tears.
Yeah. His powers.
Where does he say I was wrong?
It's not too many lyrics in this. Oh, I love it. Oh, there he goes. I was so wrong. This is deep, Tobin. You should probably,
My heart was in the right place.
Take some advice from him, man.
Maybe I should.
Admitting his mistakes.
And then Schmeathan comes in with Tobin as Chris weighs a ton. Jeez, that's good.
Point for
Give him what he deserves. Tua was on did some media rounds this week, although not as much as we thought he was going to do, which we can get into in a bit. But apparently he was with USA Today and talked about being in protocols this year. Do we have this, Marcus? Can we hear from the Dolphins QB from Friday when he talked about being in protocols?
You were in concussion protocol for a while. For those who don't know, what was that like for you, and what did you have to go through to get cleared?
Yeah, so for concussion protocol, I think the team did me the biggest service throughout that, and they never allowed me to go through protocol normally until the season was done. So that's why it might have seemed like it took forever, but they were just protecting me from myself, and me and my family are very thankful, to the Dolphins. But it really entailed a lot of exertion, so like running, ocular and vestibular movements, so like balance, proprioception, things like that, and having went to see a doctor in Pittsburgh, got cleared from him, and then had to do written tests,
So it was
memorization.
Good.
Correct. Yeah. And so
I feel like a lot of people, or at least on, of course, social media, which you take with a grain of salt, it feels like everyone took it personally, and they're like, I wouldn't go back out if I were him. So how do you deal with all that criticism online and, keep moving forward? It's not easy, I can imagine.
Yeah, I just don't listen to it. And another one is I don't go on social media. So I have someone that runs my social media accounts for me.
There you go. Tua on USA Today.
Seems informed.
What the hell was that? The ocular something?
Stop. Don't.
Yeah, it's probably best.
You dabbling in the grown folk stuff.
Fair enough.
Just
Fair
go ahead
point.
on, and when he started giving some of those, I know when I get concussions, they say if it didn't require smelling salts and shaking it off, then I don't know what they talking about.
Sounded smart though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, the fact that he could sell you what was going on means that he's either
and the fact that they didn't let him go through concussion protocol even until the season was over.
Yeah.
Well,
Which is good because I was
my
wondering.
question is, here's what my question is. So there was no chance of him playing.
I guess not.
Yeah.
They made
Which
it
is
sound
weird.
like if they would have played another week,
There
that
were
he was
reports.
playing.
Yeah, there were reports that made it sound like he could have come back.
But
But
that
the other
didn't
thing
come from the Dolphins, nor
No.
did it come from Tua. So
no, it came from Adam Schefter.
Shefty.
Mhm.
That's good though. He seemed pretty grateful to the organization, and that's you don't see that a lot where an organization will.
I wonder if that interview was before or after the Levitard show asked if he was going to charge them with murder.
That's what he said.
That is what he said.
Oh no.
Well, that was the thing is they did an interview with Tua, and a Levitard interview, especially when it's in two different locations with people, because you got the guys down here and you got you got Billy and Stugatz in Arizona while Dan and the crew's in Miami. And they're all just firing questions. It could be like herding cats. It's like it's all the, you don't know where the questions are coming from, because they had that Chris Nowinski who was like, well, if Tua would have died, they could have charged the Dolphins with murder. And so, that question, that is what he said. That is. So then they asked him and said, would you have ever considered charging the Dolphins with murder, even though he's alive?
Wow.
And apparently, the domino effect was, and I don't know if this is the case because they're just getting blamed, and I don't know if they should be, but he canceled his interview with Pat McAfee and he canceled his interview with Chris Sims and Florio.
Yikes.
Which I think he should have just canceled on Chris Sims because Chris Sims can go to hell.
For sure. Poor Pat McAfee.
I don't know what McAfee did, but he has his hands full anyway with Brett Favre suing him. So
is Brett Favre suing him?
Brett Favre suing him and Brett Favre suing Shannon Sharp.
What?
Why?
For defamation.
Defamation?
Defamation, dude.
Yikes.
Defamation.
Wait. Hold on. Didn't the government go after him?
Oh, he's suing the government too.
What? So he just threw some random names in there.
He threw two of the heaviest hitters right now. And Pat McAfee says, great, can't wait. I'm representing myself. I'll see you in court.
You're right. It's stupid. Why would you like?
It's good content.
Right, but wait, I'm confused. You think a talk show host defamed your character?
Not you.
More than the $5 million that was given to you in a number of emails suggesting that you knew it probably wasn't the best thing to do, but you ain't want to get caught?
Exactly. Like you asked one of the representatives, this can't get out to the media, right? Why do you think that is, Brett?
The other two people that he was going back and forth with are in jail. And you and anybody commenting on that story is getting sued because why? You can sue anybody then. You know what? I'm gonna sue my bag of Reese's.
Wow.
Stale.
Wow.
Like, what are we doing?
You see,
like he trying to say, this is like, you want me to tell you what this sounds like? You remember when old boy from Milwaukee got suspended and he went after the tester?
Ryan Braun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of just accepting he went after the tester, got the dude fired and what have you.
Because he said the dude held his pee overnight.
Right. And then threw him under the bus. Like, okay, you can throw all this stuff out there. But when you peel all these layers back, there's just you and the drug test. Or there's you in the $5 million arena that you built with other people's money. Right? Like that. What does Shannon Sharp or Pat McAfee have to do with that? He's suing them. I sue him back just for wasting my damn time.
Will you sue Brett Favre?
I'd sue him right back.
Yeah.
I'd sue him right back.
I'm gonna sue him
why are you suing me? Why? Because you wasting my time.
You were lashing out, dude. You were lashing out and you're wasting my time.
Double retirement, too.
Shouldn't he be worried about kind of spending all, instead of trying to sue everybody, shouldn't he be using those resources to defend himself? Because the heat is coming.
Yeah.
You can't live in a city or a state that's stealing money from people that need it and think that you ain't gonna pay. I don't care if you knew or didn't know. You clearly knew something because you text somebody asking if we was gonna get in trouble or make sure nobody knows where this money came from. Is it safe to come to the conclusion?
Tua also was asked, by the way. He said, would it have been different if he was out there instead of Skylar Thompson? And Tua, he said, I like to think every time I'm out there it would be different, but I'm not going to take credit away from the Bills or take credit away from how our guys perform. We played our hearts out. It's not easy to do what Skylar Thompson did. He played in a playoff game before I played in a playoff game in my career. The nicest guy. He's the guy. This guy's the best.
Love this guy, man.
I love this guy, man.
Daddy loves you guys.
I miss him so much.
Yeah. It was
Yeah?
so fun, man.
Yeah.
When he was healthy, it was so fun.
Is today first day of work for Fangs? Does Fangs check into the office
Ooh.
today now that he's done with his Eagles nonsense?
Yeah.
No,
Man, next
I
day?
say
Won't even take a
he
day?
comes in first week of March.
All right. Well, that's good. The old need a break.
You back on that? The old. What are you doing? The old.
Get to Leroy's game balls and game bums of the Super Bowl next.
Bum, 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 bum. This guy's a ball.
Oh man. Time to get to a Super Bowl version of Leroy's Game Balls and Game Bums. Stay tuned, by the way, hockey fans, for a little cat talk. Don't sit this one out when it's game time. Make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of the Florida Panthers. JP, you don't have anything now. Your hand is just floating like Rihanna above the stadium.
That is correct. I'm sorry.
How are you?
Doing good. Thank you.
All right. How'd you
How are
like
you
last
guys?
night? You enjoy the game?
I did enjoy the game. I don't know why everybody's complaining.
Wow.
But I had a good time.
Did you like Rihanna or did you?
Okay, so I was kind of underwhelmed.
Wow.
I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. I just expected more, but I understand because she was pregnant.
I get you.
Know?
I get you. Listen,
But,
there's nothing
you
wrong
know-
with saying you're underwhelmed.
Yeah, you hear about Riri and instantly you're like, oh, she's going to throw it down. But
Well, the problem is she threw it down before she got there. She's pregnant.
exactly. So,
Right, so we got to cut her
I
a little
mean,
break.
yeah,
Like,
I'm
what?
not saying she did a bad job though.
Okay, right. You just said you expected. Like if there's one complaint that I would have, she has done too many collaborations with too many people not to have one of them.
Right.
I mean, that doesn't really bother me. What
Yeah.
bothers
I
me
feel
is
like
that
that's-
she didn't play a couple other songs. Like, Please Don't Stop the Music. Where was that?
I feel like that's gone away too. Like I feel like it used to be a halftime show. Like the collaboration was the thing you were always waiting for. Last year they did the hip hop one, right? That was all.
They
That was
did
all
the
collabs.
West Coast.
But
hip-hop.
I feel like it's been like the Weekend. He hogged it all to himself. Like I like when it's a collaboration. That's the fun of it. A surprise collaboration.
Like
Right.
the Grammys.
Yes.
That's one of the reasons why you watch the Grammys, to see people from different genres perform together. Right. So
all right, Leroy. What do you got today, man? Game balls, game bums for the big game.
So my game ball has to go to Kansas City. I mean, I talk about, like, let's just take it from the Miami Heat, playing all these close games and eventually it's going to bite them in the butt. And it didn't. They did it all year and end up winning the Super Bowl. So I can't say that, like, that's just what they do. And kudos to them for finding a way to stay in that game and find a way to win the game in the end. My game bums.
Bum.
It's not hard. Philadelphia fans.
Oh, wow.
You can complain about the call at the end of the game. And you could act like you had a chance if you didn't give them that call at the end, or the official didn't give you that call. What about the punt return? What about the fumble for a touchdown? Right? There were far more costly plays during the course of that game that led up to that moment being that crucial. But to put it on that one play, especially when the players say, yeah, I held him. I was trying to, right? Like, you got to kind of back down a little bit and not make it about that one play. Kudos to Philadelphia, though, man. I mean, all the questions you had about Jalen Hurts, they gone. They are gone. And that's it.
Well, congratulations to the Chiefs.
Yep. I have no problem admitting I was wrong. I was wrong about them.
I wasn't wrong.
I think I was more wrong about what I thought Philadelphia would do than what I thought Kansas City wouldn't do.
Well, you thought that you thought it was a defense that was going to maul up front, and they didn't.
They didn't.
If anything, the team that really brought their offense brought the physicality for sure.
Right.
Can
I ask you a question? How in the hell is one team so successful with 3rd and 4th and 1 in the quarterback sneak?
Yeah, they're good at it.
It is unbelievable. Like you'll see a scrum, and then all of a sudden, 3 yards down the field, the quarterback's holding the ball. Like, what the hell just happened?
They push them all, dude. Should that be legal? Being allowed to ram the quarterback up like that, like him getting some.
You can push him.
I know you can. I said, should it be?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I mean, like you can't just because one team has so much success with it doesn't mean you can change the whole rule for the whole league because everybody has the same opportunity to do what they do. Why isn't everybody successful? If every team was as successful as Philadelphia, then I would consider it.
Bro, did you see Jalen Hurts? Like he stepped on Kelsey's foot, so he had like the most underwhelming Hail Mary of all time.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was so
Everybody's
sad,
like,
dude.
arm strength. It wasn't, dude. He stepped on somebody as he was throwing it.
Honestly, I
You
had
gotta
no clue.
see. You gotta be aware of where that dude's foot is, though. In fairness,
Right.
You know, you can't be stepping on your center's foot.
God, that was underwhelming.
It was like, here we go, and I was like, here we go, because he threw some bombs in that game,
Yeah,
dude.
he did.
He was chucking some bombs, and then all of a sudden it was like, I'm like, well, all right, this is going nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh man, he played so good too, but man, that fumble. Woof.
I can't, like, one play changes the greatness of what he did yesterday. I mean, because not only did he just drop it, he kicked it right to the guy.
He did. I mean, but they were cruising anyway. They came back right after that and scored.
Yeah.
But you know, when it's a game that small, like it's impossible not to think about stuff like that. It's impossible not to think about special teams mistakes.
You give the other team 6 points on the offensive side. That means they don't even need the ball to score. And you give up a punt return that puts them inside the 5. That's hard unless you got a really big lead.
Guess says I can't wait till Fangs is our defense coordinator so we can let up 38 points a game. He's just a consultant.
I
Who's
did
a
read a
consultant?
stat that he's 0 for 8 against Kansas City, though.
Is he really? Well, I mean, you know, look at his quarterback.
What?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, how many years was he the coach of?
I mean, if it was 0 for 8, that would have
This one being
4
8,
years.
so-
This was 8, so
Yeah.
all of his times up against the Chiefs, he has lost.
Yeah.
Whether it be a coordinator or a consultant. I don't feel like this should count. He was nobody even knew he had the job until like a week ago.
Yeah. True.
I don't think that counts. As him
I think
being
I
0
broke
for
the
8.
news. It was a secret.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what do you mean? Why is he waiting? Oh, he's working with the Eagles. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Get
big
to
one.
work, Fangs. Party's over. Go teach Javon Holland some stuff.
Yeah. Snowman.
Snowman was watching UFC this weekend. I was happy about that. I was like, oh,
Really?
oh, dude, UFC was
Wow.
I
so
know.
good. this
Lived up
weekend.
to the hype.
It was so effing good. Tell you about it coming up next.
There was
when I'm wasted. Just bring me back life when I'm wasted.
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Time for your cat talk here, brought to you by our friends at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out when it's game time. Make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of the Florida Panthers.
Oh, look.
Oh, a triple tropical. How about that? That's what we got. Panthers lost on Saturday in the midst of everything. They lost 5-3. Back on the ice tonight against the Minnesota Wild at 8:00. Sergei Bobrovsky, he gave up 4 goals, but I mean, they peppered him, Leroy. There was 49 shots on him. No breaks for Bob.
I told you I always get confused by this because
It's a lot of shots, dude. That's a lot of 50 shots on the guys, a lot of shots.
Normal is what, 30?
30. I'd say 30 to 33 is like a good workload. 49.
That's like an extra period.
That's a lot of work. A lot of shots on goal. Game was running and gunning. You know, it's a tough loss for the Cats. Really gonna need to bounce back tonight.
Oh, so we got 3 games tonight. We got the Canes playing North Carolina.
Canes are playing in Chapel Hill.
We got the Heat, and then we got the Panthers.
Yep. So we got the Canes on Shark tonight, Marcos? Do you know?
104.3 FM. The Shark.
Rock out with your Shark out. There you go. That's where you guys can find the Canes.
That's not. You can't keep trying to push that.
I'm not pushing it. That's a thing, dude.
I'm gonna ask them.
It used to be Rock Out with the Shark Out, right?
Yeah.
That
Well,
used to be a saying.
No, it never.
So you just said no?
No, I just made it a saying, but I've tried many times to get it off the ground with Ashley O, and she's like, no.
Yeah. It's all right.
Not having it. Anyway, Cats, the Canes tonight, they are 4.5-point dogs on the road. They haven't lost at home. On the road, been a little dicier, but take them out tonight, that'd be something right now. Let's see what the Canes, their ranking might change before this game, because they usually happen sometime in the middle of Monday, probably like around now. So we'll see if the Canes go up in the rankings. The Cats, they take on the Wild, and that's at 8:00 tonight.
Which is
I assume,
weird.
is that on
Weird name.
95 HD2? Is that where that is, Marcos? I'm just guessing.
Which one?
Cats.
Apologize.
Panthers.
Panthers is on WPOW. That's allowed to be 96.5 HD2.
There you go. All right. And you can get all this stuff on the Odyssey app, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. If you just want to hop around,
one-stop shop.
Check that out. You can get us on the Odyssey app as well. AUDACY. Check it out.
We're available.
And then, of course, we have Heat action tonight. Get to the rest of your headlines here, brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
The Heat take on that giant polar bear, Nikola Jokic, tonight as the Nuggets roll into town. Just word on the injuries, Leroy. I just saw on Twitter. Tyler Hero has been downgraded to doubtful for tonight. So
I'm glad he got all them muscles during the offseason, like you said. Idiot.
What? He has more muscles. Not great, Bob.
Dude, he's even 200 pounds.
Is Tyler Hero even 200 pounds? He's swole, dude. I'm telling you.
6'5".
Swole baby goat.
He's not 200 pounds. Do you understand?
Well, I mean,
Do you understand how skinny 6'5", less than 200 pounds is?
I think that's what Devontae Smith looked like last night.
Oh my goodness.
Slim Reaper?
Dude.
Leroy spent all. Can I just tell you guys? Leroy spent the entire first half body shaming Devontae Smith.
Oh God.
Armando Alzagari sent out a picture of 2 churros. And he go, I bet you most of these people don't even know what this is. I sent 2 replies. Justin Herbert and Devontae Smith. I guess I was the only one that got it. but it was still funny.
Devontae Smith is he is very skinny. That is a fact. I thought,
and he looks 5. He looks like somebody taped a mustache and a little goatee on a 5-year-old.
All right, here's the update. From the Heat, Kyle Lowry, Victor Oladipo have been ruled out. And Udonis Haslem, personal reasons. And Tyler Hero, left knee contusion. Both
the old like taking unscheduled
dude, -1. You don't get to use the old jokes on Udonis Haslem. I will not allow that. I will not allow that.
Wow, Leroy.
You bastard. You're so proud of yourself. The Nuggets are very good. It should be a tough one. 7:30 tip-off tonight from Miami-Dade Arena. I'll be boots on the ground. Although the Heat are favored tonight.
Really?
I got a good feeling, man.
I don't think they've lost with Jokic all month. The only game they've lost this month, they didn't have him. I think the last game they lost with Jokic was that where Embiid put it on him.
So they're due for one.
They are due for one.
I like the Heat's chance.
They haven't beat I think it's 5 straight, dude. They have not beat the stupid.
Well, because normally it's there too, right?
What?
That thin air.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that illegal air. You're right.
Sure.
I mean, I don't take that as true loss, but and then the last game, remember, okay, so we had the game last year where it was, he Nikola Jokic resorted to thuggery, and he took out Markieff Morris, and then the Heat went to the locker room trying to get in, and Andy Ellisberg had to block them. And then we had the stupid Jokic brothers who were down here in their too tight polo shirts, and they were ready for that action sitting right behind the Nuggets bench. And Jimmy Butler got hurt like immediately in that game. He fell right on his back after coming back from injury.
Oh, yeah.
We got hurt immediately.
The old tailbone.
So you had those two. And then this year, really competitive game back and forth, but the Nuggets pulled away late. So I'm tired of them, dude. I want to beat this team, but the Heat are really injured coming into this game. It's gonna be Bam and Jimmy, and then you're gonna
I figured they'd be healthier by now. If it's
they're getting less healthy, actually.
Right, they're going the other way.
Less healthy. Everybody's hurt.
Right.
Where the hell is Jovic? What's going on with his back?
Where is he, man?
He's a child. Why is this back hurt?
What's going on?
Didn't you say he's coming back? Him and Yurt. Big Yurt coming back after the All-Star break, or Jovic been nursing the back for like a long time, which is I think scarily long for a guy that young.
Spo said, I don't know if it was before the Magic or the Rockets game, but he had said that nobody has a chance to come back other than Vic, and Vic's out tonight, so he's got one more game.
So what? No, but what is going on with Jovic's back? Holy
I don't know.
Smokes!
I forget what they called it. It was like with the it was like vertebrae something.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm looking it up, you jerk.
That helped a lot.
Let's see, Jovic. What is
it says he has a lower back stress reaction.
Yeah, it was something weird like that. Like, what the hell is that? What does that mean?
Broken back, dude.
Broken stress reaction.
Stress fracture.
No, but why wouldn't they just say stress fracture? Why is it a reaction?
Yeah, what's a reaction?
What does that mean?
Because it sounds less like a broken back.
So they're trying to make it sound better?
Yeah.
Is that what Mike Tyson had?
Just let me explain to you this. Every level of sprained knee is a level tear.
Mm-hmm.
But if you say sprain, people think, oh, it's just sprain. He'll be back or whatever. But all sprains are just a different level tear. If they were to say X level tear, you'd be like, oh no, he needs surgery. He's out for a year. So they say sprain.
Well, it said on January when they announced it, he was going to be reevaluated after 4 weeks. It's been 6.
Yeah.
Always worries me with the Heat.
Is he doing anything?
I haven't seen him.
Because they are infamous or famous for saying, dude, we'll reevaluate in 2 weeks.
He's done.
And then we see him next year.
Yeah, that was the Justice Winslow move. They did that, and they did that with Gogi one time, too.
Dude, Justice Winslow. I mean,
he was always hurt.
Right.
He's always hurt. Fairness, he's always hurt. But they always made it seem like it was just a little thing. And it's like, nah, you're done for the year.
Didn't he break his back, too? Didn't he have a fractured vertebrae or something?
He's had a lot of it. He's broken everything. By the way, speaking of 6 to 8, Zion is going to be out some more time. Jesus.
You can't put all that stress on that fat.
Oof.
Oh, who do you think? Huh?
Got in shape, I thought.
I mean, there's a perfect example of a guy having moves of a small person, but being a big person, he's just ripping his body apart. Because he's very athletic.
Good for him, because he got that. What did he get? $200 million this offseason?
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
Man.
Suckers.
You gonna be trading him like John Wall? John Wall was the OG $40 million a year guy.
He was. And we're waiting on the buyouts because it sounds like Russell Westbrook's going to Chicago. It doesn't sound like he's going to come to Miami. Sounds like he's going to reunite with Billy Donovan.
Really?
It sounds like that, yeah.
Mm.
I warmed up to the Russell Westbrook thing, though.
How about John Wall?
I'd be cool with it. I mean, look, we need somebody to be the backup point guard.
We just need somebody to set like
what I
a
would
tone
really
for that
like,
second group.
Here's what I would really like.
Dude, I'm telling you right. Don't say it.
Why?
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Dude, come on.
You're like you gonna have an all NBA nostalgic team. All the guys that made you feel warm and fuzzy during your career. They ain't gonna win no games.
That's not true. You bring Goran Dragic back here.
Oh, here we go. Our daily
He
talk
can help.
Getting Gogi back.
A little sweetener, dude. Just a little bit to the bench. And you know what we start building? Slovenian pipeline again. Get Luka down here in a couple of years.
Here we go.
It's a heady move, dude.
Here we go.
Come on. You tell me.
If he wants to play with Luka, why wouldn't he just go to Dallas?
I don't know. They shunned him. You know why I think? Because I don't think that Mark Cuban wants a fox in the hen house. That's what Chicago's mistake was with Dwayne Wade. Who told when Dwayne Wade went to Chicago, he told Jimmy Butler, you know where you'd love to play, Miami. And then all of a sudden, boom, 3 teams later, he was here.
Dude, I mean, he played everywhere else but Miami. What do you
got him eventually?
When you say boom, makes it seem like it was just a quick.
I mean, boom. You know, it took some side routes, you know, but that's just because Thibodeau was being stubborn in the trade demands.
Seems like it was more of like a boom, 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 bang, boom. Then
it was like a pinball machine, but we got him
eventually. Basically, he just played the drums for a whole song.
I'm telling you right now, dude. Bring back Gogi. Let's do it. Come on. Goosies.
I have a question. If these guys can be such good contributors, why is nobody picking them up?
I don't know. I think you got to wait till waivers and stuff like that. And then they said with Russ, he's going to like take his time. I mean, he's got enough money. He can wait. Apparently, but it seems like Chicago's the front runner.
And you think to help with this up-tempo, get out and run type team, Gogi is the answer.
Knows the system.
Look, I know a bunch of systems in the NFL too. It don't mean I play in them.
He knows all the systems.
It don't mean I can't play. I can play just because you know. Like, at what point are we going to let this Gogi thing go?
Never. Every year I'm going to pitch them. Until he retires from the NBA, I'm going to pitch them. I'm bringing him back.
Why?
Because I love him.
Okay, but can he help you win?
Who cares? You got plenty of guys on this roster who can't help you win. At least they don't make me happy. Wayne Dedman was on this roster. Did that help us win? No. It's actually the opposite. We'll take a quick break. You guys can get to us 305-567-0560. That's the call and text line. We're streaming live on YouTube. Miami 560 WQAM is the channel there. Back with more after this.
Previously on
Tobin and Leroy.
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that? You
My
broke
back is broken.
what? A vertebrae or
Well,
what portion?
Spinal.
So what
What's got back today? Them wild eyed boys.
All right, welcome back, everybody.
Haven't changed, had much to say. But man, I still think them cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around.
Tobin and Leroy here with you. Taking you up until 2 o'clock here today. Javik, you're out at FanFest this past weekend at Marlins or Lone Depot Park. How was that?
I had a really good time.
Did you? It looked like a good time. I was very jealous. I saw that in the bullpen. They had El Pulpo. Antonio Alfonseca was there. More of him. Where is he? He's all over. He needs to be all over the place, El Pulpo.
Nostalgic. A lot of nostalgia.
I know. They're bringing back the teal for Friday.
The teal is back.
Very, very. That's handsome. I like it.
Where can I buy one?
We're going to be
right
out
now?
there. We're going to be in spring training a week from tomorrow. We'll be there for the in Jupiter. So excited about that.
I also met a lot of listeners, so that was fun.
Did you
too.
really? I know. I
did.
saw somebody who said they met the birderer herself.
Oh my god. That was funny.
I also liked how Dade South says J-Fig was happy the Eagles lost. You know why.
You know why.
We all know why. But yeah, that's cool. I like that the Marlins are bringing back the teal, obviously. I love that. Love that whole thing. I wore Marlins. I went to a cheer competition this week. And my daughter's colors, like her cheer outfits, they look exactly like the Marlins. Not their old jerseys, but like the 03-ish, the pinstripes with the teal line, and they look like Marlins jerseys. So I wore a Marlins jersey because I'm not going to be like the dads who wear, a teal tutu. I'm not doing that. So I wore a Marlins jersey to support my daughter's squad. And then I told a security guard to kick rocks.
Oh?
Yeah.
Why?
That's the detail I wanted more information on.
Here's the thing.
Whoa.
Right.
First of all,
Causing commotion during his.
know us. How the hell you just gonna drop something in there and try to keep it moving?
Well, it just it was
emergency
annoying.
Brake stop.
All right, so the way that
Stop
it
it right
worked-
there.
So we did it we were at the South Florida Fairgrounds Expo Center, right? It was a big stage. Like it was up on like a platform. It was up high. So like people could see. But here's the thing with cheer competitions. The way they do it is you have the seats, but then there's a whole like platform. So imagine you're going to a concert, right? And you have like the chairs, but then there's also the pit where everybody can go watch.
Mhm.
So they basically there's I don't know how many teams are performing, like 50 teams, right? You're not watching every team, all right? Here's the thing with cheer competitions. All the music sounds the same. It's all yeah. That's all the cheer songs.
Why
And
does
it's
that
like
sound more like a circus?
I'm telling you, JV, it sounds like that for 3 hours, and everybody's song sounds the same. All right,
And they all do the same moves because they're standard cheerleading moves.
Some of them do really, really explosive moves, but if it's not your kid, you're kind of drowning it out after like 3 performances. No one's watching. All right, and I look all around. None of the other parents are watching, except when your team is up, you get to go to the pit up front. Okay, well, here's the thing with the pit. I have a son. He's 7 years old. He can't see like this up at the pit. Can't see his sister. So I put him up on my shoulders. What's that adding? Like foot of height. So it's like, you basically have like a half a foot of height. That's like 6'7". No bigs. And this lady comes up to me, and I'm all the way off to the side, but up front. I got my son on my shoulders, and I'm recording his sister doing a routine. And this lady goes, in the middle of it, not as I start, in the middle of the competition, Leroy, which a competition's like, you go like 3 minutes. So like a minute through, she's like, sir, he can't be on your shoulders. I say, he can't see his sister. Kick rocks. Kept it moving. She didn't have a response.
What is she going to say, dude?
Okay.
She did her job, and you treated her
But
like
nobody
that,
cares.
Tobin?
What are you bugging me for?
But here,
the
by the
only
time
time
she-
she see my kid or me.
Here's the crazy thing about that. By the time she go and try to get reinforcements, the performance will be over and you'll be
Exactly.
gone.
What are you going to do? Throw me out? Good. Throw me out. I'm done. I can't for what I was here for.
Please throw me out.
Good. Throw me out.
I'm asking you to.
I'm not. But here's the thing. I know I wasn't bothering anything. If I knew I was bothering people, I wouldn't do it. I'm not a. What's the word? I don't know. I'm not a rat bastard. I wouldn't do that if I really thought I was bothering people. but nobody out behind me is watching my kid perform. Only the people in the pit are, and nobody was behind me.
The word you're looking for is inconsiderate.
Right. I'm not inconsiderate, but I knew the only person who wanted to see my daughter's team perform are all the parents. We're all in the pit together. I'm not blocking anybody.
I would just put this out there. Sometimes if a word or definition eludes you, it's because you don't practice it.
Words mean words.
That's correct.
Well, like kick rocks, dude. Like,
I stand with her, dude. I think
mean?
you're a bully. I think you saw an opportunity. No, nobody cares. You saw an opportunity to big man your way. Oh, dude. I know how
I
you
can't wait
get.
till you do the same thing, Marcos.
I would never. I would respect that security.
You're
guard.
not respecting
okay.
anything. My son wants to see his sister. He can't. It's a giant platform up high.
You know what? Just to, I would go crisscross applesauce after she talked to me, just to make sure that she knows.
Get outta
I
here.
respect her.
Oh, I want to sir. Me. What is that rule for?
You know what? You guys
I'm not a
act
bully.
like
Stop saying
you
I'm a
guys,
bully.
no,
Bully,
no.
dude. You're a
You
bully.
guys act like I always go in the Publix and have issues.
Yeah.
I'm not the one with the stripper neighbors, right? I'm not
That's
the
right.
one.
I will
not-
never get over the fact that you told that story terribly.
No, I didn't tell that. No, you're
Yes,
just a
Yes,
bad
you
listener.
did. You
You
convinced
just-
us
oh,
that
no,
you had
because
stripper
you're a
and
terrible listener.
everything going on.
You told the story while excluding the stripper part till right at the end.
No, I wasn't.
And I'm
You
like,
guys
you
were-
lead with that.
You guys were distracted by clowns because you just can't pay attention to deets.
And then you take your kid, and I'm telling you, stop all of a sudden make your son sound like he's in what's the show? What you talking about, Willis? Because he's not. Your son's a moose.
No, but it's
right.
I'm telling you, it
Right.
was-
You had to do
the
a
stage was
full
taller than-
squat.
the
You had to
stage
do
was-
a full squat to get him up over your
I'm telling-
shoulders.
Dude, the
right?
stage was so tall. It was like my height.
But
It
I'm just saying. You sitting there acting like, oh, he only added like 6 inches to my. No, he's a moose.
Nobody was
You
looking,
got a
dude.
big ass
Walk
kid.
the stage, dude.
I'm telling you, the way
Was there
the
somebody
Fireflies
behind
weren't-
you
I
besides-
wasn't bothering their family.
Let me ask you this. How was he enjoying this? Did he have some type of snack or beverage while sitting up top?
No, when he was on top of me, it was focused on the sister. That's it. He roots on his sister. He's a good brother.
He's a supportive brother.
He's a supportive brother.
I got
and this
that.
this lady wanted to take that away from him.
You know what you're raising? You're raising a kid from Talladega Nights.
I'm not raising a kid from
Right?
Talladega Nights.
Because I'm just picturing Tommy looking down and say, Grandma, I'm gonna be all over you like a spider monkey. You
There
better
wasn't a
back
follow-up
away
to-
from here. Right?
Once she was done, once I told her to kick rocks in the nicest of ways,
I don't think so. Man.
there was no follow-up. I think she realized like it's kind of stupid. What am I telling? This guy wants to see his brother.
She
I'm
was
pretty sure
cowering
Tobin
in
said
fear.
that
She was
underneath
not
his
cowering
breath.
in
She was
fear.
cowering in fear, man. You were blocking all the cone motions and the high V approaches. I googled cheerleading moves.
Okay,
I'm like,
I was so confused.
all right. So now all of a sudden you doing splits just out of the blue.
So after you assaulted that lady, how was the rest of the competition? More
I don't know. I left.
Oh, that was it.
I left.
Yeah,
I had to go do the MMA show, so I had to go, and I didn't know how long that because the last time I went to a trophy ceremony for cheerleading took forever.
Yeah.
Why? No, here's what I get. Here's what I don't get. Look here. To all you tournament organizers and, cheerleading competitions and all this, we don't need the intense music to announce 5th runner-up. Okay? Get to it. Top 3, in and out, let's go. Like they announce everybody.
That was not
I
wrong.
wouldn't know.
I don't know, man.
I wasn't wrong.
You weren't a cheerleader, J-Fig?
Do I look like I was ever a cheerleader?
I mean, you never know.
Never
No.
know.
Never know.
Never.
Those things get intense, man. I see how they fling them up there. I get scared.
I get scared too. My daughter's
As
the
a
one they
parent,
fling up
yeah, I can
there. She's
imagine.
a
Oh,
she's a
really?
flyer.
She's a tosser.
He said it
She's a-
before that he was
Yeah,
like a
she's a flyer.
flyer.
I don't like it.
Flyer.
I don't like it. I've seen these kids' hands. Sometimes it gets a. I'm like, these kids got the hands of DBs. What are we doing out here?
See Chase Edmonds
Like,
drop a ball.
They lock hands and catch them together.
Sometimes I've seen. I was watching warm-ups one
You
time.
trust people? You trust little kids?
No, hey, dude, no lie. This is no lie. We were in high school, and we have like in New Orleans, you have like a lot of all boys schools and all girls schools, but you have sister schools that you get your cheerleaders from, right? So we had our little cheerleading crew, whoop, high flyers or whatever. Somebody got hurt, right? So we had the only cheerleaders in Louisiana that they had to keep a foot on the ground at all times. No jumping, no flipping, no nothing.
Man.
Yep.
Well,
somebody got hurt and sued the school.
Doesn't sound fun.
Date
Nope.
says Tobin looks like a male cheerleader with a cone. Never cheered.
We call it, wait, what do they call them? They're not
Honestly,
cheerleaders. They're cheer squad.
Cheer squad.
Actually,
Yeah,
my
all right,
dog.
I can see you doing that for Barry
I
right before you go pick up the volleyball.
I was the ball boy for the volleyball team, but I was on the road side. I did the University of Puerto Rico.
Oh,
yep.
See, that's it.
Nice.
There
Great
was all there was an angle. They say, who we playing? Puerto Rico. All right. I'm in.
Great team. Anyway, take a break. Back after this.
Attention all U.S. stay at home, can't stay at school. Old folks say you're pulling a fool.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Check this out. I've been handed an urgent message from Galen. Country music and sports fans, we got your chance to win a trip to see country great Luke Bryan at Resorts World Las Vegas. We'll give you some cash to help pay for your airfare and pick you up at the hotel and give you 2 tickets to see Luke Bryan. Here's how you can win. Go on the Odyssey app, log in and listen to WQAM, or go to WQAM.com and listen. You'll get 1 entry for every hour you listen. The more you listen to WQAM, the more chances you have to win. The tickets go on sale now at AXS.com. So there you go. If you want to go see Luke Bryan in Las Vegas, check us out on the Odyssey app, AUDACY. And if you keep listening, you get 1 entry for every hour. You log in on the Odyssey app and check that on out. I don't think Luke Bryan, though, I don't know. He's more of a party guy. I don't know if he could have made what's his face, Sirianni cry like Stapleton did.
It's true, and he's definitely going over.
Oh, really? You think Luke Bryan's going over?
He's a show pony.
He is a show pony.
He honestly kind of is. I saw him live.
I'm telling you.
You know?
He's going over for sure.
Drink a beer. Hey. Leroy, the Super Bowl odds are out for next season.
Ooh.
Would you like to know where the Dolphins stand?
Yes.
In all
I would say 15-1.
15.
Wow, that's kind of nice.
Oh, that's good.
What?
Yeah.
Super Bowl. All right. The favorite next
Kansas
year.
City.
Gotta be the Chiefs.
Kansas City, 5-1.
All right.
Philadelphia to come back and avenge their wrong. They're second at 7-1.
All right.
Amazingly, the third
San
favorite.
Francisco.
Nope. Well, technically they're tied, so yes.
Oh.
But also with San Francisco, those choking bum Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills.
8-1. What are we doing with them, dude? What are we gonna do? We're still doing this with Buffalo? We think that they're gonna come back and do it, huh?
So they're over the Bengals?
Bengals, yep. Bengals are the next team at 9-1. So those are your top 5 teams. Then jumping all the way up to 16-1, Cowboys. Why?
Like, I feel like this should be worse.
Yeah, America's team, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
I guess.
America's team. Then you have the Chargers above them at 22-1. Ravens at 25-1. Broncos at 20. Broncos at 25-1? Broncos? You think Sean Payne's gonna fix it like that?
Apparently.
This really? Team was atrocious this year. You're putting them with the likes of the contenders?
Hell, they were atrocious last year too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, why are we making it sound like they just got this way?
Who even plays for the Broncos?
Mr.
Russell Wilson.
Limited.
Yeah, everyone. Him. Yeah, for sure.
They have the same odds. The Broncos have the same odds as the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Where
the
are
same
they?
odd. I'm getting to it. As you notice, I have not said the Dolphins yet.
Yeah, what?
Playoff team. Above the Dolphins and better odds than the Dolphins, the Las Vegas Raiders at 25-1.
With no
even have a quarterback.
The Jets at 25-1 have better odds than the Dolphins.
Okay, Chris Sims made this list. Clear.
And then finally, at 28-1, the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, I'm going. I'm doing it.
You're putting it in now?
Yep.
Get it in early.
Yep.
How about that?
It's a good payout, though, right?
Yeah, that's a great payout. 28-1.
2,800.
A great payout.
Wow.
It's not like Travis Kelce last night who's yelling at all of us that you guys didn't believe in us.
Wow,
Like, I feel like you guys were number one all year. I don't feel like anybody didn't believe in you guys.
Wash King.
It is. I mean, that's just such a thing, isn't it? Like every athlete wants to come in. You guys never. I guess you guys were one.
I've never said that.
1.5 point underdogs.
Would you? I've never said the line, "Oh, you guys doubted us," or who cares?
He does apparently though. Put some respect in our name. What?
I did. I had to do it.
It was called the Kelce Bowl. It literally got. We couldn't put more respect on you and your family tree's name.
Really, enough of that family. By the way, I'm so
You're
glad
done with Donna?
I'm just,
Ah,
God.
she
Don't
seems
start
like-
treating them like Felipe,
Didn't
Marco.
you?
I'm
Yeah, but
so
didn't you love it when she hugged the big boy Travis Jason
Yeah.
Kelsey afterward?
Yeah.
Ah, it was nice.
That was cute.
You know, even though he was eating his Kit Kat on the bench.
Yeah. Need a little energy sometimes.
You
man.
do, dude. You need a little.
But
little pick-me.
that's the tale of the two brothers, right?
So let me get this straight though.
The
So
one Kelsey is hip thrusting in the end zone, and the other one is having a snack.
Pretty much.
Allowed 0 sacks.
By the way, yesterday there was only unfortunate mishap during yesterday's celebration of Leroy's finest foods and drink. I went to a very popular liquor store.
Okay.
And I said, you know what, sir? I want to get a nice bottle of scotch for the boys. We can sip on. Here's what I like. I pointed to these that I've had. He says, you know what? You'd really like this. All right, I'll bite. I get it. Dude, it tasted like liquid cigarette.
It was terrible. It really was.
It was.
What was it?
I did.
It was called Krieg.
Mm.
I mean, I've literally,
it was
I've
actually-
literally gone in the woods and drank Shine that was aged for 3 minutes.
Right.
That tastes better than that was
I think it was
probably
actually-
aged 33 years.
I think it was called Creed. It was actually made by Scott Stapp. That's what it tasted like. If Creed was a whiskey or a scotch, that's
Dude.
what this would taste like.
-1 for deception.
It smelled like I spent the whole night smoking.
I threw soda in it right away. I was like,
People soda. By the way, the most underestimated soda flavor, lemonade.
it was really good. The Czech soda.
Lemonade
Huh.
soda.
Yeah, it was really good.
The Czech lemonade?
Yeah.
It's good?
Oh,
It was good. Oh, delicious.
Listen, you have to understand. I always have kids. People bring their kids and teenagers over. And the one thing that I hate is a half empty can of soda. Because everybody always seems to have a fresh can of soda. I'm like, finish your soda. Pour it over some ice, something. Why are you wasting? But it never came to fruition. So I came up with a new plan. If you are not going to appreciate the drink situation and the fact that it is free, I'm going to go and get 4 cases of soda or 4 12-packs of soda for $10.
Solid.
I mean, it's true because
It is
sometimes
delicious.
like
I like
you'll
it.
you'll have a
Yeah.
party
And-
and there's like half water bottles.
I've
or-
been doing it. I've been doing it for maybe 10 years, and they love it. Everybody
delicious.
loves like it. Pineapple orange, mango
really good.
flavored, island punch.
I just want to understand something though. Like the Dolphins have worse odds than 2 teams on the hope they're getting Aaron Rodgers. Like, am I reading this right?
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what the Jets.
Because like
and the
the
Raiders.
the Packers have worse odds than the Dolphins, but the Raiders and the Jets don't. And that's simply so one team that has Aaron Rodgers has worse odds than 2 teams that
Well, because
might
they're
get Aaron
betting,
Rodgers.
they're betting that they won't have. So if you were smart, the odds aren't going to be better on Green Bay than they are now. So if you think nothing's going to happen, which usually is what transpires.
You never know what's going to happen after a darkness retreat, dude.
Really? I heard he was back already.
He's back already?
I don't
What?
know. Like, he would go on a retreat during Super Bowl week, right?
Wow.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna miss it on purpose.
I wonder how it went.
I mean, I don't like, how can they be 28-1 odds and there's only 32 teams? It just seems like If you're in the top 10, then your odds should be at least
I
10,
think
15
it's
to
to get
1.
the action, dude. I think that's the whole point of it. It's not just because there's that many teams. It's not
Mission
like
accomplished.
It's not like the actual chances. Like
M-
Alexander Volkanovski technically has a 50-50 chance, but his odds were 3-1 this weekend.
Guess what?
Hmm?
No lie.
Hmm?
I'll bite.
On the
Even if
Dolphins?
it was a little $10.
There's so many, like, I don't even know. Are the Ravens getting, like, how come, like, is Lamar Jackson? I guess they're going to franchise him, so I guess they don't think he's going.
Are they going to franchise him?
That's like the word. Yeah, it seems like they're not going to let him walk.
He ain't going to play.
Maybe they should get him some, do you think they watched Jalen Hurts last night? Like, maybe we should get this guy some good receivers.
I mean, there's only one guy that has struggled losing, and he won the Super Bowl. Everybody else added a talent at wide receiver, and their game took that next step.
Yep.
So why don't these teams think that that's possible? Now, I will tell you another thing that's going to happen. All your skill players in the backfield are going to look like Tyreek Hill because everybody see the success that San Francisco is having, the success that Kansas City is having with all these fast guys going in motion and having a running back that's also a wide receiver and doing all these various things offensively with a whole bunch of fast guys in your backfield. And I wouldn't be surprised if more teams tried to do this.
Take a quick break. You guys can text the show 305-567-0560. Streaming live on the Odyssey app, AUDACY. We're streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. You guys can watch us there live, Miami 56 WQM, and get in on the chat. Back after this.
AM 5.
my stones. Let it rain, I hydroplane in the bank, coming down like a Dow Jones. When the clouds come, we gone. We Rockefeller, we fly higher than weather. And cheap vibes.
All right, welcome back.
You know me.
Tobin and Leroy. Take you up until 2 o'clock. Streaming live on the Odyssey app. Check us on out over there. And, of course, you guys can get us on YouTube and Twitch. Miami 560 WQM. Hey, actor and comedian Paul Reiser is coming to the Broward Center a week from Friday. We got a chance to win tickets to see the Emmy-nominated and Stranger Things actor. Just go online right now to WQM.com, and you could be on your way to see Paul Reiser at the Broward Center. Let's get to some headlines here, brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know
knock over can knock over your can, bro?
It's empty. That's why I can knock it over.
Pains me to say this, but the Dolphins legend has called it a career.
Chad Henne.
Chad Henne has retired with 2 rings.
Wow. How many QBs, if he were to stay in the league, have more than 1 ring?
Right now?
Yeah.
Active. Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes and Henne. Now he's gone, man.
Wow.
A legend. Gone too soon.
Gone. Just gone. You know?
I mean, he is damn near 40.
Yeah. You know why he did that, though? Because yesterday he saw Mahomes injured. He's like, oh, I may actually have to play next year.
Yeah. He's like, this guy keeps getting banged up in Super Bowls.
Let me get out of here.
Get out on top.
He did lead him on a 98-yard drive.
He does have that. He does have that moment. You can't take that away from Henne. Henne given Sunday, you know? Which, speaking of, by the way.
Don't ever say that again.
Well, it's not my thing. It's a thing. People call it Henne given Sunday. Did you guys see that Serena Williams trying to redo the Pacino speech? That one. Botched that one.
There was a couple.
Oh, I didn't like that one.
There was a couple. That one.
Not great. You got to have Pacino do it.
But the other one was the redo of Grease.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Not a fan?
First of all, the commercial seemed like it was 17 minutes long.
It was very long.
Right? And so get in, get out. But no, they did the whole song.
Yep.
Which that was a turnoff in the sense.
A lot of ad time.
Yeah.
A lot of ad time. I did like the Caddyshack redo with Jimmy though. With I like that Serena commercial. Wasn't a fan of the
aren't they redoing that movie?
I don't know.
The Caddyshack, aren't they making a second part? Is that what it was?
Yeah, that's why they keep doing, because they've been commercials.
I thought it was
last month.
Oh, I thought it was all just a Michelob Ultra thing.
No, they're actually I think they're redoing Caddyshack.
Oh, all right. There you go.
You know, Caddyshack, the original Caddyshack was filmed
down here, right?
Down here.
Yeah. Florida Panthers, they're back in action tonight against the Minnesota Wild. The Canes, they're in action tonight, taking on North Carolina. And the Heat, they are in action tonight, taking on the Denver Nuggets. I don't know if this is real or not, or if this is I shouldn't say I don't know if it's real. I don't know if this is recent or not, but it looks like, according to what the hell was the name of this Twitter account? Was it Serbian Bros? Let's see. It's called Serbs in Sports. And it's a picture. Nikola Jokic and Nikola Jovic at dinner last night in Miami. I think it's real.
All right.
So it looks like Jovic and Jokic were hanging out. I don't know. You tell me, Leroy. Could be something. Could be nothing.
I mean,
see him play.
Jovic?
That's like the Kelsey brothers going out for dinner during Super Bowl.
Well, they're not really brothers. I don't know if they have.
No, I know they're not brothers, but I'm just saying, like, they're both Serbian, so they probably played on national team together or something along those lines.
I don't think that they did. I don't know. They're you know.
You don't think they know each other? They just randomly called and said, "Hey, Serbian, let's go eat." What the hell?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Nah, I think I know what happened.
Brate.
Oh no.
Yeah, they probably just made a reservation and then the waiter got confused.
Do you think that Nikola Jovic has tried to use Nikola Jokic to get stuff?
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Like, do you think he's pulled that move?
No, nobody down here would know the difference.
The people would know who Nikola Jokic is.
You gotta use
Two-time MVP.
Wait, if he went, so say if they go, Jovic goes to South Beach,
Yeah.
right? And he tries to get a table, and he's tall,
Yeah.
and he says,
I'm
Nikola-
Jokic.
yeah,
I'm the Joker.
yeah. He gets in.
But that's
They
'cause
don't
he's
know
tall.
the difference.
That's because he's tall.
Right? That's my point. The point. Do you who on
But
South
you're-
Beach?
no, no,
Who
but
on
you're
South
cl-
Beach is gonna say
No,
no?
no,
You're
but
not.
I misunderstood you because I thought you were claiming that because nobody down here knows who Jokic is. Like, so, like, he wouldn't get a table.
No, he would get a table.
Oh, he would get a table. No, I
Because
agree with that.
nobody, you know who. Listen, how many times in your life you know somebody, right? But you've actually never seen him in person. So if somebody says they're them, and it kind of looks you can't say they're not. Come on, you think down here they know the difference between Jovic and Jokic?
Somebody's got to know who Nikola Jokic is.
Yeah, but so it's possible you could go somewhere and they don't.
But he technically could just say, like, he could show his ID if he wanted to, and they'd be like, it says Jovic. I know, Bati. Typo.
They're checking IDs now when you make a reservation?
I don't know. You know, it's a famous person. If he's trying to get in somewhere like fancy, like Johnny Rockets, I don't know.
It's South Beach. Everybody's famous.
What?
What do you like? You think they got time to weed through that?
Not sure.
And you know what I realized about South Florida?
What's that?
South Florida's famous for not giving a damn. Right? Okay, you wait in line too, Riri.
No way, dude. Riri's not waiting.
What?
You think if she went to Prime, she getting seated right away, or she gonna wait?
What? Of course.
Yeah,
She's
I think so.
Rihanna.
She's definitely getting. They may actually shut down half of the restaurant to make sure she's safe.
Please, Leroy.
By the way,
We didn't have to wait.
speaking of
Speaking
of
we
big
went
men.
at 11:30.
Dwayne Dedman has signed with the Philadelphia 76ers. So
Oh no.
big boost for the Eastern Conference rival.
There you go. Look, you lost the Super Bowl, but there you go.
Hey, Philly fans, wait till you see how fast that lead evaporates. Fat bum. Oh, the Renaissance Festival's coming here soon.
Oh, it is actually. I
It
think
is.
started or something
I
like
think
that.
it
like
just
2 weeks.
started this weekend.
Woo!
Too much.
James Harden will never win an NBA
Oh, no.
championship.
You just want to be that guy, right?
Random.
You just want to be that guy.
I do. I want to be the town crier of sports takes at the Renaissance Festival. That's what I want to do. By the way, the UFC was awesome this weekend. Let me just say.
Yeah.
Islam Makhachev defeats Alexander Volkanovski via unanimous decision to retain the lightweight belt. A lot of people were pissed. A lot of people thought Volkanovski got hosed.
Yeah. What do you think? I was interested.
I had it 3-2 for Islam. I thought that.
All right.
Now I understand why people are pissed, because here's the thing. The first couple of rounds, great back and forth, like 1 through 3, very competitive. Round 4, Islam takes him down immediately, like a snake, and basically runs out the clock. He just basically holds him
4 corners.
Just holds him up against the fence. He holds him. He controls him at full body lock. So Volk, he can't move, but he also fighting Alexander Volkanovski is fighting like a potato with long arms. You can't choke him because he's like a square. His chin's too big. He's like a block, and he's really strong. So Islam has him in hold, but he can't do anything. He can't choke him. He can't punch him. He can't do anything. So Volk just keeps punching him in the back of the head like this. And the Hulk goes, boo, boo, let him go, Islam, boo. Nothing was happening. But
they looked at that as having control over the fighter.
Control, so he wins the round. Everybody was mad. And then 5, Volkanovski, he finally gets Islam down. Nobody takes the Dagestanis down. Nobody. and he got him down, starts wailing on him in the final round. But most of the judges only gave him 2 rounds. So he lost the unanimous decision. People were pissed.
All right.
But I get why they're pissed, because it's like, that's not fighting. You're holding me.
Yeah.
Fight Islam.
He's
They're
controlling him.
Yeah, he's not doing anything, though. He's not even trying to choke him. The whole point of being down there, you try and choke him. I get it. In the spirit of, like, he wins in the spirit of the rule. It's kind of like people who are mad at the holding last night. In the spirit of the rules, okay, you cheated, but you didn't win that fight. That's like Nate Diaz rules.
So are they going to have a rematch?
Not immediately, but they'll fight again. It was too good. It was such a good fight. Such good. And by the way, the thing that people are taking away from Islam had the better strikes early in that fight. He did. People sleep on his hands. He dropped Alexander Volkanovski a couple times.
I was very surprised by that.
Yeah, he was good.
They're just known for like wrestling and stuff. Everyone's just like a Khabib 2.0. Everyone's just super good at wrestling.
The thing that I think was frustrating to people is it was a good fight, and then he made it boring for a round.
Yeah.
And you're like, come on, this was a good fight. What are you doing? You're not doing anything right now. Once you realize you couldn't choke him, do something. Not trying to get control.
Think people were upset, not the fact that he won or lost, but the fact that
it was a really great fight.
Take a really exciting fight and
make it
slow
boring.
it down and do play half court offense.
He got the takedown with 4 minutes left, and basically spent like 1 minute trying to choke Volkanovski. But again, potato with arms. You can't choke him. It's impossible. And he kept getting his hand fought. And so like they were just sitting at the standstill. Like nothing was happening. Broke it. They should have stood him up. But nobody ever does that when a guy has somebody's back. Great fight, though. Oh, good fight. And then Yair. Oh! The Mexican Bruce Lee. That guy's amazing.
Is that his official nickname?
No, it's not.
Okay.
I'm actually kind of scared that I said that. But anyway, I mean, he's amazing. Flying knees, the elbows out of nowhere.
Acrobatic.
That dude is he is fun.
Yeah.
That's how everybody wants their fighter to fight like Yair.
But everybody can't fight like that.
Oh, he's good. And so him and Volk are gonna fight next for the undisputed title. That's a good fight.
So and when does John Jones fight? Pretty soon, right?
3 weeks. Can't wait.
How much you think he's gonna weigh? 240?
Wow.
I don't know, dude. He looks pretty beefy.
I was gonna say on social media he looks
beefy.
Dude.
Looks like he took his time. He did this thing
Scary.
right.
He looks like Chris Jones.
He looks like Arthur or Chandler. He's beefy. Beefy.
Good luck.
Big matchup tonight. Heat, Nuggets. We'll get to it. 15 minutes of Heat coming up next.
Broward Health, celebrating 85 years of service to our community. Then, now, forever. Broward Health.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy back with you here on 560 WQAM. You're home for Miami Heat basketball. And, of course, you can hear tonight, 7:30 tip-off between the Heat and Nuggets. Alejandro Solano will get you going 6:15 with preheat, as Miami is going to be pretty shorthanded tonight, it seems like. You got no Kyle Lowry, no Victor Oladipo. It sounds like we might not have Tyler Hero either tonight. So not great on the guard front. Need a big night from might be seeing some Jamal Cain action or Jamar Bouye.
Ooh, the Cain train?
Might be the might be time for the Cain train, dude. We'll see. By the way, I just saw this come across on a Bleacher Report. It says Giannis Antetokounmpo has filed the trademarks for the following: Stay Freaky,
what?
Freak Show, and Unseen Freaky Hours.
Okay. What?
Yep.
What's the last one?
Unseen Freaky Hours.
That's not even.
But he has a 3-4 to spell freaky.
Greek freak.
I think he already has that. I think
Oh,
this
okay.
might. It sounds like some Giannis sexy time copyrights he's going for.
This is strange.
I don't know.
Not the guy that ordered a 50 burger
No.
in Chick-fil-A.
This seems like horny Giannis. It does. Unseen Freaky Hours?
Yeah, what is that? Like, I'm trying to see how that translates to like sports.
I don't know, dude.
What do you mean by that? Is that
Be
the
like
fourth
if
quarter?
Bam Adebayo trademarked the Bam Bam Room. Like, I don't like what's
Hold on.
Unseen Freaky Hours.
Hold on. I think that's a point.
Point for Tobin.
Jimmy Butler could have one too if you replace the first letter in his last name with an F, but I can't say it on the air.
I don't know whether to give you a -1 or a point.
I'll take my -1.
-1.
Too much.
Too much. Speaking of Jimmy,
overdoing it.
let's hear from Jimmy Bleepitz after the game. He was asked about, the Heat being the masters of close games, and here's what the Heat's best player had to say about that.
I feel like we talk about this after every game, how we're always in close games, and it's the same. As long as we win, you can say it helps us. You can say, oh, you want to win, you want to rest. But we just want to win. We want to practice winning habits. We want to practice winning games, get on a roll, win as many as possible as we go into what I and most people call the season that matters. And we'll see where we end up. But whether it's a close game or not, man, we just got to continue to win.
Are we just going to act like I'm the only one that didn't hear that?
What?
I'm with you.
Nobody heard it.
The audio, I'm assuming, is what you mean.
Right. Yes.
Tobin, did you hear it?
I didn't hear it.
What?
I didn't notice it. What happened?
No.
Why
The
we all
actual
sit
audio
here?
at all. Did you hear
was
Jimmy
really-
Butler speak right now?
It
Am
was
I
really
tripping?
low. Couldn't hear it.
Oh, you guys couldn't hear it on Twitch?
No.
Oh, I could hear it.
Okay. So you did hear something.
Yeah.
I didn't just imagine.
Oh, okay.
We couldn't hear it.
Oh, the Twitch couldn't hear it. Well, Marcos -1.
Oh, okay. There.
I thought like something happened in the sound that I didn't hear.
No.
-1.
You don't know why we all sit there
We
staring
even
around?
did this. You're like,
No, I didn't.
Yes.
Well, I thought you guys were telling me to steal
LinkedIn.
third.
Did you? Did you make it?
No.
Nah.
Fix it, dude.
I'm fixing it.
Fix it.
You
like-
treat it like the security guard.
DJ Figure looking at each other like, I know they're not going to just keep playing it and act like we can hear it.
for a second, I thought you couldn't hear it, Tobin, because you even leaned in
Right.
yourself.
No, I thought I was like, I thought Leroy actually heard something like that I missed.
No.
My
I
bad.
didn't hear anything. I was drunk like,
You're kind of lashing out.
I was gonna say, I think you're lashing out at this point.
not lashing out. This is what we heard.
All right, try it again. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it. You fix it?
Nah, I don't think
Fix it.
It's not that I can
Fix
do.
it.
Okay. I'll just fix it. I can summarize.
I don't want you to summarize. I want
All
you
right.
to fix it.
Okay, you can't just keep saying that though. There's nothing I can do.
All right, Ja Rule. We ready.
Let's not.
Guess not. This has failed, man.
So wait, so
It
you
just says
two,
failed?
Just says
What does that
failed.
mean?
As soon as I figure it out, I'll let you know.
All
so,
right,
so you two guys were looking like we could hear everything that you could hear.
Yeah,
no,
man.
I genuinely, I could hear it. I mean, you're not here, so like I heard it in my headphones just fine.
Oh,
But-
and then J-Fig asked you, could you not hear anything? You said no.
Well, what I thought you meant by that was I thought like you heard something in the soundbite, like somebody screaming or something. Like, did I miss something in the
I
background?
didn't hear the soundbite.
Well, -1 to Marcos.
Me.
Yep.
All right.
-1.
Well, I'm not gonna give -1 to Jimmy Butler.
No. I mean, what he was saying had me hyped. So there's nothing.
I just basically his point was, look, we talk about this every game, but the point is we're racking up wins, right? Like it's ugly. Eric Spoelstra's sitting here like a carnival barker, like, hey, step right up here, folks. We got Heat games for you. They're gonna be close.
You like basketball.
If you like basketball and you like it tight, come to
But
Heat games.
at some point during the course of a season, you got to start having some easy victories so you can.
I mean, you would think, but Leroy, what are we 2/3 through the season?
I know, man.
But here's the thing: we've done a lot of complaining. People have been doing a lot of complaining. All right. I mean, they got us. They're 7 over. It's the best they've been all season.
Okay, but here, sometimes you complain about things that are going good because you see problems that they could face when it gets to crunch time.
Oh, they're wildly flawed.
Right.
They're
And
wildly
that's
flawed team.
that's why I asked the questions. I'm not asking the questions about now. I'm saying when it starts getting to crunch time and you've logged more minutes with your starters than anybody staying in these games,
They are
is it going to catch up to you?
They are a very flawed team outside of their 2 top guys. Their third guy, he's been kind of hit or miss, but he had 2 hits these last 2 games. Tyler was awesome, especially late. But they're very flawed. But with all those flaws, they're the best spot they've been all season. With the team in front of them that just lost their 2 stars, Cleveland's like they're this close to hosting a first round series.
Right.
It's it's completely fine. You think about all the injuries they're dealt with and as many flaws as they are. I get it. It's ugly. That's why Eric Spoelstra has to come here with this. Hey, are we having fun? Huh? Who's having fun? Like, I'm kind of terrified every game, Spo. Nah, you love it.
That's you. That's what you would do.
Step right up here, folks. Who wants a roller coaster ride against the Magic? Huh? I do like Jalen Suggs, though, saying it's over. And then just all falls apart for Orlando after that.
I mean, how many times that happened? Remember who did that?
Trae Young did it.
Didn't Trae Young do it too,
Trae Young
right?
did it. And then Jimmy Butler called him a fortune teller.
A bad one, because he was wrong.
Bad one. He goes, this man was right. It was over for them. It does have to be a little depressing to be a Magic player, though, and it gets so loud with the Heat chants there. It's overwhelming.
You think that's why he was like, it's over? Because he was just mad at
He's just mad at the Heat fans that had taken over the Amway Center.
It's really noticeable.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all Heat fans.
By the way, can we please get to this? Because I almost pooped on my pants.
I'm sorry. What happened?
You pooped on your pants?
Almost.
So like your pants were on the floor and you decided to poop on them?
Was it the mac and cheese?
No.
Damn
It
mac
was
and
the
cheese.
picture of these Latinos trying to get a snake out of the roof with a stick.
You talking about
stick?
You talking about those 3 Burmese pythons that fell from the ceiling?
And then a whole bunch of snakes fell out.
Yeah, that was scary.
I'm like, no. So my question is, I'm gonna tell you, and I don't know how you guys are in your house, but when it's quiet and something moves, I am paying attention. Right? How did they not notice that they had the Everglades in their attic?
I think because snakes can coil themselves up like that, you know?
These snakes were not, they had to move. There's no room.
Maybe they thought it was a squirrel, dude.
All right.
I don't know.
And
I don't have any.
How come I didn't hear any, no Spanish cuss words or something, or people getting the hell up out of there? They just
Honestly,
like,
I didn't want to hear it with sound on. So I just sent it to you guys.
They were just like, oh, look, a whole bunch of snakes in Spanish, I'm guessing.
Terrifying.
Maybe they put the snakes in the wall to get rid of the rats. I saw something like that this weekend.
Really?
You got rats in your wall, put a snake in the wall, the rats will come out.
That's not how you
No,
get it.
I'd rather have rats than snakes.
Yeah.
Then what do you do with the snakes?
You get a stick. I don't know.
Can we play the video? Don't put the sound because I don't know if people curse in it or not. But here's the video for our Twitch and YouTube audience, JFig. If you wouldn't mind throwing that up there. And Leroy, try not to poop on your pants.
Please, yeah.
Oh, I'm over it now. So here it is.
Oh my god.
That is terrifying.
What?
Those are 3 large pythons.
Dude.
And they're doing nothing but having the python sex.
Okay.
Wait, look. And they're still staring. Oh, that must be the that's Latino Wild and Fish Life.
Yeah, but like here's the thing, like you don't understand these pythons. Like I was watching the other day, I was watching Swamp People.
God, that was crazy.
Like I was watching Dusty Crumb, and these pythons, they took him by the hands and they basically like they cut off circulation. He's like brought to his knees because of how much they can coil. It's not easy to just take these guys around. They can make themselves very tight and small.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable right now.
You reach your hand out, they'll break your arm.
That was really
Is
scary.
that the head of the little one or the tail?
I want to say
At the bottom.
Is there a little one?
They all look
There
pretty
is
big
no
to me.
little one.
They're all very huge.
So you say, yeah, is that 3 snakes or is that 2 snakes? One's just kind of flopped
I
over.
thought it was just one big one until I
No.
saw it
It's a
again.
Different color, J-Fig.
No, that's
Well,
that's
when I
that-
saw it,
Oh,
that's
that's
multiple
the same
snakes.
snake. That's 2.
Yeah, it's 2 snakes. I think it's 2
So
snakes.
the one who was
Like I
folded
said,
up in half.
Yeah.
like I said, they're having that python
I
sex.
still don't like that you
That's
refer to
true
it
though,
as-
dude. That's what they're doing. They're mating.
So
Can we
is
call it
that a tail right there, or that was a tail, right?
You know what that is?
Yeah.
That's unseen freaky hours.
That's what that is. That is.
That's unseen freaky hours right there.
Let me tell you. As soon as I saw it, guess what I did? I looked up at my ceiling to see if there was any chance. Cause I'm gonna tell you, I'll be like that progressive commercial where the dad screamed over the spider.
Oh, don't say that word.
He screamed. He screamed.
You got that Jimmy Butler sound?
Oh, I do.
Fix it.
I fixed it.
Fix
I
it.
feel like we talk about this after every game, how we're always in close games, and it's the same. As long as we win, you can say it helps us. You can say, oh, you want to win, you want to rest. But we just want to win. We want to practice winning habits. We want to practice winning games, get on a roll, win as many as possible as we go into what I and most people call the season that matters. And we'll see where we end up. But whether it's a close game or not, man, we just got to continually win.
For you to go through it back-to-back for the first time sucked over, what does it represent for you just as far as a positive step?
It represents we winning the overtime. I was supposed to be at 28 minutos, and I ended up playing 33 minutos. That's what that means to me, Jax.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Got one more before we run this. Last one. How good did it look off your fingers at the end of regulation when you got it? Oh,
Terrible.
No way.
Yeah, I hate shooting over that shoulder. Man, and a 3 at that. I don't shoot 3s like that. It was supposed to be 2.5. It was 2.5. We would have got to the cup easy, but we won. We won.
I don't think that is it really practicing good habits though if you try against the Magic for 5 minutes?
See, if I were to say that, everybody would say Bam was right.
What do you mean?
If I were to say those exact same words, everybody would say Bam was right.
I just think it's funny. He's just like,
Right.
practice good habits. It's like, yeah, but
you
but
know
it's
what
so-
good habits are? Good habits is when you have like a 70 to 45 point lead, you don't score 12 points in the third quarter. That's good habits.
Jimmy Butler's habits are I give a rat's ass about Rockets and Magic game for like 3 minutes.
What's up, Scooby?
Hey, Scooby. Why is he wearing a Christmas onesie?
Scoobs.
Because I like it.
Oh, okay, good. You know, I'm glad he said that instead of he picked it out, because then I would have been like, all right.
His
dude."
face looks terrified.
Yeah.
No, he's
And
just
it-
trying to find a way to
Yeah.
get on the desk and lay down.
I'm pretty
Dude,
sure it looks
by the way,
that dog looks ashamed.
I have never seen my dogs as exhausted as they were yesterday.
They were terrified.
No, they like, first of all, Luna will never stop barking
Mm-hmm.
because she's scared. So she barks from afar. Zeus will run and play till he's so exhausted that he just can't. So when it was all said and done, Luna from barking, Zeus from, running, jumping in the pool and stuff, soon as everybody left, they just collapsed. They were asleep wherever they were.
We'll play a little all right, oh no to wrap things up. Back after this. right, welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Before we get to All Right and Oh No, want to let you guys know, for all our country music and sports fans out there, we've got your chance to win a trip for two. See country great Luke Bryan at Resorts World Las Vegas. We'll give you some cash to help pay for the airfare and pick up a hotel and give you your 2 tickets to see Luke Bryan. Here's how you can win. Go to the Odyssey app, log in and listen to WQAM.com, or go to WQAM.com and listen there. You'll get 1 entry for every hour you listen. The more you listen to WQAM, the more chances you have to win. Tickets to Luke Bryan at Resorts World Las Vegas are on sale now at AXS.com. Leroy, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Oh, no.
I'm ready.
All right. My all right goes to Patrick Mahomes. He showed the guts. Hurt on that ankle.
Right.
2 championships for him now in 5 seasons. It's pretty good. So props to him. My oh no goes to that crybaby, Nick Sirianni. Get yourself together, dude.
Oh, no.
You can't be weeping like that before the game.
He was emotional, man.
Listen, I like Chris Stapleton as much as the next guy, but get it together, dude.
Wow,
I mean, that bordered on the line of blubbering.
Nice.
Too much.
He did everything but make crying noises.
It's not okay to cry before a game like that. Okay.
It did look pretty bad.
It was, the waterworks. Get it together, dude.
The memes after that.
Yeah, he's
glorious.
Gonna be that forever.
Well,
and he looks like a guy that would hate being a meme too.
After his first press conference, he should be used to it.
Fair point. What do you got for all right? I don't know.
So my all right goes to old Rebecca, who celebrates her 15th birthday today.
Yeah, Snitchy Mouse.
Yep.
Oh, happy birthday to her.
I start my gauntlet of life today, tomorrow, and Wednesday.
A lot of presents.
Yep. My oh no. Listen. I'm not going to put yesterday's game on one play. But I'm going to say this to Philadelphia. If you have had more sacks than anybody in 30 plus years, you better play a football game that means the most and get a damn sack. One, dude. Not get shut out. That's the equivalent to Steph Curry playing a whole game without making a 3. That's much what that is.
Frauds. I told you.
So regardless of what you want to say about Philadelphia, if there was one thing that I could put on as to why they lost, is that unit was the farthest away from what they've been all year. And that's why they lost.
J-Fig?
Well, aside from the Super Bowl, the Kansas City Chiefs winning and the great game that it was, Rihanna being pregnant and doing the Super Bowl performance
50 feet
that
in the air,
high in the air without flinching. That's why she's bad girl Riri. That's my all right.
That is why she was
right. My all right also goes to FanFest. I had a really good time and it was a very organized event. I was very impressed by it. My oh no goes to. So after FanFest, I went to my family and they were hungry. So I went to Wingstop.
Delicious.
To get some food. Very delicious. My issue was after grabbing my food, going into my car, I see there's a car parked behind me, blocking me from getting out of my parking space.
That's annoying.
The most irritating situation to get into when you're hungry and you just want to go home.
True.
And
what I do?
Those wings.
Get yourself a couple of napkins and have at it in the car.
No.
By the way,
So I come out of my car to see if anyone's in the car. No one's in there. The blinkers are on. I go by Wingstop again to see if anyone can see me, and it's their car. One guy looks at me, just looks away. I didn't know if that was his car or not. I got very bothered. I saw I had enough space to back up. I did a 3-point turn and left.
All right. Well, you figured
Still
it
very
out.
mad. Don't do
So,
it. Don't
so
do
wait,
it.
wait. So let me get this straight, J-Fig. You complain about somebody parking behind you, but you had room to get out.
Okay, but that was because I know how to get out of my parking space.
What if you were old? The old are terrible at 3-point parking.
Dude, I can't wait for you to get old.
I had this much left.
But you had enough room to get out. So
But I
maybe
know how to drive.
maybe that
and
was
luckily,
wait.
either way, don't do it.
Maybe that
Inconsiderate.
was the guy, and he goes, I left plenty of room for you to get out. Go get out.
No,
Okay.
no, don't do it.
All right. You should have let the air out of the tire.
I would have loved to.
For lashing out.
I would have lashed
And
out.
thankfully, I was able to back up because the car that was next to me at this got their food maybe like 2
Oh, and they
minutes
gave you a
after.
little more room with the
So I
parking spot
had
next to
more
you.
room to get out of.
Got you,
Yeah.
got you,
Seems
got
like
you.
you're lashing out, though.
It does.
I'm not lashing out. Don't do it. There's a bunch of parking spaces next to us.
Did you have room to get out?
Why would you do that?
For
Did you have room to
lashing
get out?
Leroy?
Technically, the term blocking means that you couldn't get out.
Yeah, like if you
I
were parking
almost
at the
couldn't. If
like
the car next to me, if the
almost
car
being
next to
blocked.
me, that
Almost being blocked.
person parked right behind me.
if you were at the old Orange Bowl and you paid for no blocky, technically you paid what you got for. Like you got what you paid for.
No blocky.
They parked there and they knew what they were doing because there was a car here and there's a car here and I was in the
No.
middle. Okay.
No
For
blocky.
lashing out.
They didn't see that the other person was going to end up coming out of there.
Marcos?
Don't do it.
No blocky.
For lashing out.
My all right goes to the football that was played yesterday, man. It was actually some good football.
Yes.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was a fun watch. A lot more high scoring than anyone had anticipated. So that was pretty solid. My oh no actually goes to my friend Casey, man.
Oh no!
It was as you mentioned, or as I mentioned last week, it was in my plans to go to my friend Casey's house to watch the game and do something called Casino, where we bet on these things, had a good time.
-1.
Okay, well, still trying to sneak it in there, but
-1.
he ended up showing up at around 7:15 to his own home. So I essentially hosted a Super Bowl party at someone else's house, and he just was absent the entire time.
Hold on.
What?
How did you get in?
Well, he let me in. He has one of those things where you can enter a code. It's not a key. Front door has a code.
And where the hell was he?
I don't know. He said, I'll be right there, but I'll be right there. Ended up me greeting guests, opening bags of chips, looking for where does he keep the plates? Now I have Chick-fil-A sauce in a shot glass because I don't know where he keeps his small little bowls.
You got Polynesian just hanging out there?
I was just hanging out. It was
That
very
wouldn't
weird.
happen at the Horde household.
I
Never.
know. And that's another thing. He made me miss out on rib rolls. Like, come on, dude. I gotta
Here's
have
the
good
one thing
food.
you never have to worry about. You never have to worry about coming over to my house and asking, when will the food be ready?
It was
Soon as
ready.
you
Walked in the
soon as
door.
you come through the door, you will be eating.
I have a question. Do you still have mac and cheese?
Yes.
Ooh.
I also have a king cake that I will bring in tomorrow. I will rummage through to see what we have, J-Fig. I know we have some mac and cheese. I'll bring in some mac and cheese. The rib rolls are gone. Dude,
They were good.
I made 40 rib rolls.
Oh, wow.
So it was 20 rib rolls
Delicious.
cut in half. Gone. Sliders. People chewing up on the sliders. And here's what sucks. When you cook, you're never hungry. The only thing I had was a hot dog yesterday. Because I couldn't get the taste of that nasty ass whiskey out of my mouth. Tastes like cigarettes. Dude,
It was bad. It was bad. It was bad.
and it wasn't cheap. Let me tell
You should
you.
have come to me for suggestions.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought the employee could help. But,
Right.
Do me a favor. Don't recommend
The
that
guy
to the
walking around with the
employee.
headset and the little shirt with the name on it. I mean, evidently, I know next time I go in there, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna refer to you as a whiskey sommelier, but yeah.
All right, everybody, that's our show for tonight. I'll be boots on the ground tonight at the arena. If you guys want to come say hello, watch the Heat kick the crap out of the Joker. Finally, that'd be nice. And see if the Heat can get to 8 over. That'd be awesome as well. Everybody have a great rest of your day. Good luck to the. Oh, by the way, Canes up to 15th in the rankings for tonight's game against the Tar Heels. So Canes are a top 15 team. Yeah, that's exciting. And the Panthers take on Minnesota. So we got an action-packed night. We'll react to all of it tomorrow. Hockman and Crowder, they come up next.
My second no is you bullying that security guard.
Oh, no.
Umbrella and booty cheek. Please lock me in, Tobin.
Doesn't pass the smell test, dude. You know what I figured out about you? This is the truth. And it pains me to say this. You're a fame shamer.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Hope you mother have a good day.